You just tuned into the Heel in the Face live wrestling show here every Wednesday night on Spreaker.
Hey, you forgot to introduce me, the smooth boy Sith, Ryan and you forgot to mention that they can follow us on Twitter at Heel and Face. Duh.
I was going to get to that, but I didn't get a chance.
Shut up!
Excuse me.
Shut
How
up! I'm
rude is
tired
it?
of hearing
You
you two
kidding?
people argue.
Really?
We have a show to do.
We're getting there.
It's Wednesday night.
We were
it's time
talking.
for the Heel in the Face live wrestling show.
We'll open up a great
Somebody
show.
get Lenardine a
Jesus
rubber
Christ.
chicken,
Wow.
and let's get to it.
Nuts. Worship the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Heel in the Face radio show. Now, get ready to get kicked square in the balls.
No. Yeah, here we go.
Welcome
Yep, we are.
to the Heel in the
In
Face
Face,
live wrestling show.
Someone's playing it on.
What in the world? You're playing it on your phone?
I'm not playing anything on my phone. I'm actually playing Candy Crush on my phone.
He's doing
Oh,
feedback
okay.
because we had that issue last
Oh.
week that we're trying to resolve.
Okay.
So, I think it sounds like it's coming in okay,
Yeah,
right,
it
Sean?
does.
It does.
So you
Sounds
can turn
Yep.
it off.
Sounds great. With the semi new to us equipment, sounds all right.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Yeah, we got a budget.
Yeah, not too shabby, man.
We got a budget. How was that allowed to happen? Who
know.
what did what to who? That's what I want to know.
Somebody went to Coinstar, changed in everything, man.
Wow, all the pennies people throw at you, really?
Yeah, well, hey, you
My
know.
phone's going apeshit right now. So,
All right,
if
well,
I seem distracted, I'm sorry. This might be a you guys show.
Oh boy,
why would it
why would?
Well,
be an us show?
something
Why
I guess
would
we're
that?
talking about later on in the show.
Later on in the show.
All right,
We got
not a
work setting me
problem.
up left and right now.
Oh boy. All right, so what's on the agenda right now?
Not much, man. You want to go through some local indie shows, you know, see what's going on.
We don't know where we're going.
Well, we do.
None of you know where we're going.
No, not lately.
I thought we were going to open up talking about what's up this weekend.
Yeah,
Well, let's talk about what's up this weekend
Yeah.
then. What's going on?
This is Tommy's foray at this one.
I guess
I don't
so,
really
man.
follow ECPW, so.
Well, not only ECPW, but we got the big event going on in East Elmhurst. You know,
Well, that's right.
tons,
the big event
yeah.
is this weekend.
It's this weekend. King Kong Bundy, Buff Bagwell, AJ Styles will be there.
I want to know one. I have one
Yes,
question. I have
go
one
ahead,
question.
Yeah.
Did you pay Buff Bagwell's regular daily rate to be at the big event?
No, we gave him a bunch of suntan oil.
What's his
Yeah.
daily rate?
I believe it's like $3,000.
No,
For Buff Bagwell?
no. I'll tell you off.
Cowboysforsomething.com.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's his charity. Yeah. No,
Charity?
I guess it is. Yeah, kind of.
Call a spade, okay?
Yeah,
Face.
I know. But yeah, there's going to be a lot more there. You know, the King Harley Race will be there. How do you feel about that one? There,
He's a
Sean
legend.
and Ryan.
He's a legend.
Yeah.
You gotta respect Harley Race.
Oh yeah.
He never wore a t-shirt while he wrestled.
Never, man.
Not once.
Nope.
Maybe
Ever.
one. Maybe
No,
once.
he never did.
Maybe once.
You put
No.
footage, I'll believe you. Until then, Harley Race never wore a
He
t-shirt
never
while he
wore a
wrestled.
shirt. He always took it off. Boom.
Well, he might have been.
And he
in
had
the
his
ring
robe.
with some ring action. You know, unexpected action.
Did he work a match with the shirt on?
Now that's
No.
a better
No.
question, and your answer
never
would be
did.
no.
Exactly.
He always came in with those shoulder length robes and stuff like that. That was awesome. He was the man. But you know, they've got a lot more. Ashley Mazzario's going to be there.
Wonderful.
Petri dish?
Yeah, yep. You know, the list goes on and on. Jimmy Hart, Mouth of the South will be there. Honky Tonk Man.
Somebody worked the time.
Honky
Yes.
Tonk Man.
Yes,
There you
Honky
go.
Tonk Man. Rhythm and Blues. Greg Valentine will be there also, you know. So if you
Let's
want
not
to check
forget
that
about
out.
Dennis Rodman.
Yes, the
Fuck
star,
him.
main attraction, Dennis Rodman will be there.
That comedy
NWO.
loving bath.
Yeah, well,
Well,
he'll be
maybe
there.
he'll pay Buff Bagwell's daily rate.
He might,
You gonna
you
bring pro
know.
wrestling to North Korea as well? Same way he did with basketball?
But, you know, it's going to be a great event, man.
Is he?
I'm not
Answer that
even.
question for
I
me.
don't know.
I might just show up just to ask him what his commie loving bastard, mindset is.
well, the event starts
You
at
go with
12,
your bad
man.
self.
And here's the thing. Dennis Rodman was my favorite basketball player of all time. Did you know that?
He was?
Yep.
Hard to tell.
Wow. Mine was Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
That's because you're a bandwagon jumper.
No.
I love Dennis Rodman. I followed him when he was on the Pistons. I followed him when he was on the Bulls, when he was on the Lakers. I loved the Worm.
You were at the wedding ceremony when he married himself?
No, that was when he married Carmen Electra, you ding-dong.
No, he married himself.
Well,
He did?
Regardless,
That's
He
a
did.
little-
He wore one half of a bridal gown and one half of a tuxedo
Whatever.
when he married himself.
There's
he was
something wrong
awesome.
there,
He was the
man.
reason I started dyeing my hair crazy colors. You know, in a lot of ways, sparked the personality that I have now because he was so controversial. All right, loved him. Second he went to North Korea, go to hell.
Yeah, but you know what?
I don't know what
He made a difference in basketball.
in North Korea.
That's all good.
It doesn't matter. You know, I respect his ability on the court, but as a person, he can go to hell now.
All right.
In a handbasket.
Is he that strapped for cash?
Honestly, you know, I'm not going to say exactly, but let's just say he's in between $30,000 and $50,000 for an event.
So he's that strapped for cash.
I don't know. I guess wasn't cost him to show up in a NWO T-shirt.
That's it right there.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably cost Buff Bagwell the same amount.
But as I said, you know, it's going to be a
Buff
great
Bagwell,
event.
the reason that the invasion angle went south.
You know, but
You know that, right?
For a certain amount of money, Buff Bagwell might go south.
well, you know, there's going to be a lot more there at the event besides Rodman. You know, you're going to have
I'm boycotting
Daphne.
it because of Robin.
Well, you're going to have Daphne there.
She can sit on my face.
Oh,
And
man.
it starts.
Shark Boy and Shark Girl are going to be there.
Wait, there's a shark girl?
Yes, there is. You never knew that?
No.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. I've got pictures of her, see? Right here.
That's probably because I relentlessly followed Shark Boy's career.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I
No,
hear
you didn't hear the sarcasm, obviously.
I know. But, you know, check it out, you know. Even Andrew Anderson will be there. Bruce the Barber Beefcake. And I'll be at the table along with Bruce the Barber Beefcake and Greg the Hammer Valentine.
What
and
will you
Andrew.
be doing? Hanging their coats?
No, signing autographs.
Fuck
Okay.
that,
Yeah.
Robin.
But,
All right, so after
the
after
event,
you go to the big event,
we're-
what can you do on March
well,
8th?
we're going to be going, me, Greg the Hammer Valentine, Bruce the Bar Beefcake, Andrew Anderson will be at ECPW at Ron Conqueror Firehouse.
Wait, you're all traveling together?
Why? What's wrong with that?
Do they know about your toxic ass?
Come on now, man.
Wait, this is on March 8th as well?
Yes. It's in the evening. It starts
I
at
believe
7.
it's 500 Hawkins Avenue, Ronkonkoma.
Yes, Hawkins and
Yeah.
Portion Road. Yes,
I
it
do
is.
homework sometimes.
500 Kurt Hawkins.
500 Hawkins Avenue.
500 Kurt Hawkins.
500 Kurt Hawkins, man. Get with it.
Edgehead? No.
No,
Come on, bro.
no.
How do you call yourself a wrestling fan?
But, you know, come
'Cause I
check it
can.
out. You
I
know,
live near a street that's called Kane Place. Every time I pass it, I'm like, that's funny. Because it's spelt like Kane.
it is with a K.
Yeah. K-A-N-E.
Ah, see?
And then it's right near Ryder Avenue, spelled R-Y-D-E-R.
Yeah, Ryder Avenue.
He had a street named after him?
No.
Yeah,
no,
Zack
that's-
Ryder.
No.
Good, because she should have a taco stand named after him.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, because that's really discriminating against tacos.
Come on, man.
Wow. Wow.
Wow, dude.
I am in rare form today.
I noticed, man.
Yeah.
I noticed that. But, you know, come check it down, ECPW at the Firehouse over there, Ron Conqueror. It's going to be awesome.
You know what I just
You know?
noticed?
What did you just notice?
What's up, man?
Zach Vengeance, his name is not spelled correctly.
No, he spells it that way on purpose.
No, but both of his names.
I know.
Vengeance isn't even spelled correctly. And Zach, X-A-C, isn't correct either, because it should be pronounced Zach. Change your name, boy.
Oh, man.
I'm going to get into your partner later on.
Uh-oh.
Trust me on something. I said last week I was going to start calling guys out. I promised it.
Oh, sounds like another X spots
Nope.
the mark.
No,
Yep.
no, not necessarily an Xbox marks, but I said I would call people out, and
That's
some
it,
people are
man.
getting called out. So
We're going to take a quick break. I think we should.
definitely
And then
do.
we're going to run
Yeah.
down the matches for ECPW's
Yep.
charity event at the Ronkonkoma Firehouse.
Yeah.
Listen
500
to some
Kurt Hawkins
F5
Avenue.
who will be here within a couple of weeks for an interview and a live performance. Home Monitor, take us out.
You know there's no time for crying, and you know that I'm with you tonight. Right now, I walk right behind you, and I'm here. I'm always there. And I'm always with you. I'm here. I'm always there. I'm here right by your side. And I'm here. And I'm here along for the ride. And I see the angels fly above. And I see that you have had enough. You walk forever may I roam. And no, you'll never be alone. I see your eyes filled with tears, and I'm here to comfort you, my dear. And just know I will never be home, and I know you'll never be alone. And I see the angels fly above, and I see that you have had enough, and you walk forever may I roam. Well, no, you'll never find your home. Never find your home. You'll never find your home. You'll never find your home. You see my soul right by your side, and I'm still here. And I'm here alone for the ride. And just know that I had no choice. And I know it was my time to go. And I see the angels fly above, and I see that you have had enough. You walk forever may I roam. And no, you'll never be alone. And I see
All right, what's going on? We're back in, March
F5.
8th. F5, yeah, man.
They're back.
Well,
They're getting their stuff together. They're going to be here in a couple of weeks. Live performance interview.
okay,
Tell us
cool.
where they're going to be next. Can't wait.
Well, let's see. This Saturday, ECPW, is going to be at the Ronkonkoma Firehouse.
The Ronkonkoma Firehouse.
Oh, Lord. Help
I
us
told
all.
you, I'm in rare form today.
I just I noticed that a little bit more, man. And you're crazy, bro. But it's all right. But, I don't have too much on the matches because, you know what? If you want to know, you got to come to the show. That's basically it. But I'll let you know the main event. Main event is Greg the Hammer Valentine, Brutus the Barber Beefcake, and Gary Reno faces off against Johnny Over, Joe Sloan, known as Custom Vinyl, with Bobby Rydell in their corner, and their third man, Andrew Anderson, the reinforcer.
Andrew Anderson.
Yeah.
I think isn't he coming back on the show next week to talk about the
Yes.
Kickstarter for...
Yes, he's going to come back
what's
in
it
a
called
week
again?
or
Help
two.
me out.
Behind the ropes.
There you go. Do your homework.
Yes, definitely is.
Well, clearly he did. You did.
Because I did, because I'll be on Behind the Ropes documentary come Saturday. I'll be
Somebody's
talking.
going to put you on camera?
Yes, I'll be talking, and
Is it going to be with eye paint and like Blue Meanie shorts?
no,
Put a
no,
blue dot over his face. Like McMahon suggested with Christian.
no.
You ever hear that story about Christian?
Yes, like they want to do, like they wanted to do with CM Punk.
Or that?
No. This is more professional. That's all.
I'm going with my phone. I'm sorry, guys.
Man, his phone is.
He's dealing. I
Tweeting
don't know. I
off,
don't know
man.
what he's dealing with. Maybe
I
maybe
don't
some
know.
women. I don't know.
No, all workers.
No, but also on the show you've got Mark Static, Boondocks, SJR, Cash, Lexa Rose, Nikki Adams, Dickie Rods, Cronus, John Fortuno, Rocky Shore, and the list goes on and on, So come check it out. Ronkonkoma Firehouse, 7 o'clock, bell time. It's going to be a great show.
All right, let's move on.
Yeah, might as well, man.
Let's
Yep.
talk about Snow Brawl.
Snowball.
I know Ryan's got a plethora of notes.
No, just a couple.
Yeah.
He's got a plethora.
Thank God we don't have a positivity power hour this week.
Yes, we should announce that right away. That the Positivity Power Hour has been suspended this week.
Yes.
Uh-oh. I didn't even know. Okay.
What? How could you not know? Don't you get inner office memo?
No, I don't. No.
Neither do me and Sean, apparently.
I know, right?
That's because you don't check your inner office email.
Anybody actually go to the Snow Brawl?
No.
I missed it.
Okay. I only got to see the Rumble.
You only got to see the Rumble?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's run it down, because I know that Johnny Malloy is still the
Yeah.
Pride Heavyweight Champion.
From what I hear, Stockade and Necro went to a
No contest.
Grim Reaper beat the shit out of CJ Antonino.
No, say it isn't so.
Yeah. There was some tag team match. Undead lost. I don't remember the other team. Something. I don't remember.
He doesn't remember.
I don't. Johnny Malloy retained the championship against Chris Caden and Justin Toxic, which is interesting.
How did that come about?
I'm not sure. Not exactly sure. We had a big powwow after the Snow Brawl Rumble. A lot of the workers met up. Not at Sinclair's bar.
Not at a
no.
secret location?
At a secret location.
At a secret
a lot of the
location.
workers showed up.
Meanwhile, at a secret location.
Exactly. So we were all talking. I'll tell you this though, it was cool because I got to know better a couple of the guys. So
Oh, you mean there are a couple of guys that you don't normally associate
yeah, it was kind of cool because I so that's always reached
with?
out.
Adding more numbers to the army, are we?
We can make that announcement tonight.
Oh,
by the
can
way.
we?
Yes, we'll do that later though.
All right, we'll do that later.
Graphic isn't done yet, but it's being worked on. So we can make the announcement. We can push it forward for now. Yeah, it was interesting, hearing everybody's perspectives. It's funny. You put like 10 workers in a room, you'll get 10 different stories. Just from everybody's perspectives. But from what I hear, it was...
I call that high school. What? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is why you need silent leadership. Every place got a leader, right? from what I heard, it was a pretty decent show. You know, it was a pretty decent crowd. And I only got to see the Rumble, which I watched this morning, and I took very observant notes on the Rumble.
Uh-oh. Here we go.
So I said before we went to break, I have to call out some guys. Gonna have to, because it's time. It's time. Somebody put you guys in your place. It has to be me, so be it. First and foremost, the Rumble, the 30-man Rumble, didn't have 30 guys in it. Only had 27, which is surprising because last year was announced as 30, had like 47. So, I mean, hey, things happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, yell at anybody over at SWA. Things happen. Some workers can't
You're
make
not going
it.
to yell at anybody at SWA for once?
No, not management, no.
Oh, okay.
How can you prevent that kind of situation?
I
you know?
just was unaware that we were having a positivity power
It's
minute.
not with me, it's always a 100% real recognizes real moment. I call what I see.
You said something positive.
But listen, SWA does a lot of things that I happen to agree with. They do a lot of things that I happen to disagree with. This is what life is. Your best friend and you probably don't see eye to eye on everything, right? There's going to be some differences. That's how life works. Same thing with this. I go hard on things I expect more out of. SWA is always one of those things I expect more out of. So, 27 guy, over the top rope Rumble. I can go over the order, too.
Sure, why not?
'Cause I
Since
noticed
you're good at that stat stuff.
Ricky Richards was number 1, Juggalo Myers, Anthony Gangone, a guy I think his name was Jimmy C, Tough Jim Steele, Lucas Sane, Steven Person, Tony Van Axel, Nightmare, Jay Lover, Frankie Stars, Jay Fabs, Smiley, Marty Flames, Thorson Creed, John Fortuno, Mason Shadows, Kronos, Boondocks, a guy whose name I think was Seth Ross, MC3, Mike Magnum, a guy whose name was CJ something. All I know is you should change your name because there's already a CJ in the promotion. Trigger, a guy whose name I think was Mike Poco. I don't know. Jay Ruthless. Dan Acosta, your boy, the Black Sheep was in it. Riley Daniels, and of course, drawing number 27 was Nova Scotia. And out of this list, and this is the part where I start calling guys out.
Okay, here we go.
There was 10 of them whose gear was atrocious. Atrocious.
I'm going to ask, and just who were they?
Whoever I think Jimmy C was, dude, basketball shorts and a wife beater does not constitute his gear. If you ever stepped in the ring
What
with me
in the
with that,
world?
I would beat the shit out of you like there was
I
no
would
tomorrow.
definitely.
Tough Jim Steele, you're a referee. Besides that issue, bro, if you're going to work, get some gear. And I like Jim, but, oh, man, get some gear. Lucas Sane, you have the bottom half, right? Why are you wearing a T-shirt, a plain white T-shirt when you work? Change that, bro. Tony Van Axel, you have the bottom half, right? Why are you wearing a T-shirt, bro? What is with guys wearing T-shirts? Who wears T-shirts?
I do.
Even John Cena takes his T-shirt off when he wrestles. Stop. If you're that ashamed of your upper body and your physique, go get gear that will hide it, or go to the gym.
Amen.
Second and foremost, Jay Fabs. Same thing, man. And I like Jay Fabs. Take the shirt off, bro. Like, come on, man. He's got the bicycle short thing going on. He's got the kick pads. He's got the Asics. Why are you wrestling in a T-shirt? John Fortuno, same thing, kid. Come on, man. Jay Ruthless, dude. Whatever you were wearing, stop. I hope you retire. If you don't retire, if I ever see you on a show, I'm gonna fuck you up, kid. Nova Scotia,
It's getting a little
Lucha.
hot in here.
Lucha does not count as professional gear. It's Lucha. If your gear can be bought online by somebody else wearing the same exact gear, it doesn't count as gear. Go get actual custom gear.
Yep.
Beyond that, Juggalo Myers. I'm gonna respect the kid a little bit. He's severely autistic, right? Something like that. Juggalo
Yes,
Myers,
he's
from what I understand.
autistic. Yeah.
All right. The autistic kid has fucking gear head to toe, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
regular kids don't. What's wrong with this picture?
Yep.
However, Juggalo Myers, if you're listening, work on your strikes, kid. Work on them, because I swear to God,
Well,
my 12-year-old brother hits harder.
but do you know the person that got Juggalo into the business?
No.
Is Earl Cooter.
Okay, but
Earl
I'm not
Cooter.
saying there's no place for him
Yeah,
in the business.
Definitely.
I'm not
Yep.
saying there's no place for him in the business. Just work on the strikes, kid.
And he built the gimmick and
Well,
molded him.
it's a
and
good
he's
gimmick.
Yeah.
It's a good gimmick.
Yeah.
As much as I hate
Yep.
ICP and it's not real music, it's a good gimmick. Just work on the strikes, kid, because that was
Yep.
it. That's all I saw was work on the strikes. What else? I have some other notes here. And here's the thing. I'm going to give Boondocks a pass on this, and I'll tell you why I'm giving Boondocks a pass. Because while his gear is shit, it fits the gimmick of being the whole lumberjack thing. I think the gimmick is terrible. Don't get me wrong on
because
that.
if you look at like Hillbilly Jim back in the day,
it fits the, it
It
fits the
does.
gimmick. It's kind of like I say the Under Armour should not be worn. It's not gear, right? But then somebody will be like, "Oh, well, the Shield wears Under Armour," because it fits the gimmick of a SWAT team. That's
Yes.
kind of what their gimmick is. They're a SWAT team, of wrestling's version of a SWAT team. So it fits the gimmick. If it fits the gimmick, it works. The problem is guys get lazy and say, "Oh, my T-shirt fits the gimmick." No, it doesn't.
It definitely
no, it does
don't, man.
not, dude.
No
Get out
way.
of here with this
It
shit.
doesn't. That's
You know what I'm
bull.
saying? IRS's dress shirt fit his gimmick.
Yeah, like
Because
you
he was
know,
a
yeah,
tax,
yeah,
an accountant or whatever the hell it was, IRS guy, right?
yeah,
You know what I'm
yep.
saying? Your T-shirt does not fit that bill, bro.
No. So
You're
those
wearing that T-shirt
T-shirts
because
done.
you either don't go to the gym or you're ashamed because of your upper body. Listen, I don't like my upper body. I'm not big by any means, right? But I went and got gear that presents itself well with the physique I was given. End of story. You can do the same.
Get rid of the T-shirts.
And I found mine for $40.
yeah.
Custom made. You telling me you kids who live on social media don't know how to work an internet? Get out of here with that crap. Here's the one person I do want to call out, and I'm going to go hard on you, bro. Mason Shadows.
Oh God.
I'm
Kid,
back
I
on it.
warned you. I warned you. I told you in January, go get gear. I told you before January, go get gear, but we'll just stick with January since I can't exactly quote the date in which I told you go get gear. You were in the Rumble, and you were wearing the same shit. It is over a month and a half later. Go get gear. You're making everything look like shit. I don't care where you trained. Go get gear. If you are upset because you are fat, deal with it. Kronos is a fat fuck, and he's got gear. Either make it part of your gimmick, go to the fucking gym, or go get gear. It's not hard to find a singlet, bro. I told you this. I told you this. I told you this. Pray to God that you correct this issue, because if I ever work you in a match, bro, you are gonna fucking leave so goddamn bloody and bruised. You are not gonna be happy, bro. And I got a lot of workers who are blowing my phone up right now, who are basically saying the same kind of things to me, amongst other things, Tommy, which we're gonna address later, because you're not gonna get out from underneath my foot too. Here's my call out for the workers, the real workers in professional wrestling. You see any of these kids, not these necessarily ones in general, right? But any kid, any new guy, any guy who's been on the business for 10, 15 years, they don't look the part, get them the fuck out. And do you know how do you get them the fuck out, guys? You
Don't.
beat the shit out of them until they no longer want to pretend to be wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
Simple as that, man. I'm not saying they have to look the part because they have to be 6'5" and 250 pounds. I think variety is a good thing. If everything was chocolate flavored, it would suck eventually. I want chocolate, I want vanilla, I want strawberry, I want Rocky Road, I want all these different flavors. Sean's getting hungry now.
Nope, not hungry now.
Oh
All right,
man.
I'm not saying that.
Because there were pop-ums.
I
on the
want
table.
different
Yeah.
things. You know what I'm saying? If that was the case, then we wouldn't have guys like CM Punk. We wouldn't have guys like Daniel Bryan. One of the greatest workers of all time, Shawn Michaels, shouldn't have been a worker then if that was the case.
What about King Kong Bundy?
You know
He's
what
a
I'm
big
saying?
dude
This
too.
is the thing.
Yeah.
I want all different
It's
shapes
everywhere,
and
man.
sizes.
It's everywhere.
That's fine. I'm talking about the appearance by what you are wearing, whether it matches your
Yep.
gimmick, and if it is disrespectful to those who came before you. Kick the shit out of them. If I were a promoter, none of these motherfuckers would wind up on my shows. None of them. Until they got gear.
If, of course, you were a promoter.
If, of course, I was a promoter. That's a true story, by the way. Yo, here's my call for the promoters. Don't book these kids. Don't book them. You want to know what'll change promoters' perspectives? If all the top talent won't work for them because they book these kind of guys? Like, what's so hard about going and getting gear? Anybody? Can you answer this question for me?
Just go on Google and put in wrestling
You can
gear,
find some-
you know,
and I'm not-
or
don't
designers
don't-
even, you know.
Go talk to guys backstage.
Yeah.
Spider.
Matter of fact-
Spider makes gear for guys.
Matter of fact,
Yes, he
Stockade
does.
knows someone very well that does too.
You know, it's not
Yeah.
hard.
You know, there
Or
is
beat
here
the
and
shit
there.
out of them until they get this.
I actually know a few people too.
And
here
I'm not
there.
saying hurt them. I'm not saying like
No.
injure them. I'm not saying like break their arms. I'm just saying if you hit them hard enough, eventually they're not going to want to play wrestler anymore.
Or you just turn around and try to put them in the right direction, even.
You know what I'm saying? But they
That's
won't
all.
listen. They
No.
clearly will not listen. And my prime example is Mason Shadows. You're welcome to call in, bro, if you're listening. Because there's no excuse, bro. There's no excuse. I'm sick of it. And I told you in January, on January 18th at the Stronghold show, I told you, fix that shit, bro. And you didn't. So fuck you from right now. And that's it.
You're a little hot about
That's
it.
it.
You know
No.
what? Because
You're in rare form too
because,
today.
No, that-
because
he's right,
this is
man.
bullshit, bro.
He's right.
You know how many people told me I'm not going to be a professional wrestler because of my size? And I've done everything else according to the book and played it right and then listened to the vets. I shut my mouth. And when it's time for me to speak up, once I had enough experience, I spoke up. I have gear. I have multiple different sets of gear. Depending on what the situation is. I have lent gear to some of the new guys that needed it. You know? I'm tired of it. I'm so sick of it. Go get gear.
Yep.
It's not
Yep.
very hard. You don't see the New York Yankees taking the field in basketball shorts, do you? Because they don't have the gear?
That would be awfully funny.
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah.
you don't see it. Right?
No, you got it right, man. You are.
What is so hard about this? Yeah, that's like
Nope.
that's like Iron Man saying, "Oh, well, you know, I don't have the money to go buy the suit, so when we film the movie, we're just gonna pretend it's some Iron Man suit." Like, shut up, bro. The
Get a
movie would
cardboard
suck.
box.
The
And make
movie
it,
would suck,
you
right?
know?
It wouldn't be Iron Man.
What kind of art form are we? What kind of business are we if we don't do it the right way? And it starts from even at the down of the totem pole. Otherwise, you don't belong in the business. And that's not
true.
going through all the guys who shouldn't be in the ring right now.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's it. I'm done. So here's my call out. Promoters, don't book these guys. If you book them, I will not be working on your show. I'm going to form a coalition of guys who will not be working on your shows. Workers, if you work a show and these guys are in it, especially in a battle royal where you'll probably wind up being in it, stiff the fuck out of these guys. And that's my end, my rant.
Hey man, there's nothing wrong with that. That's all.
Was it a tough day for you?
He's had a rough day,
No,
probably. No, he had a good day.
I had a really good day, actually.
Who was under the desk today?
No. I had a very productive day. I made a lot of money today, so I'm very happy.
There you go.
All right, where are we going from here?
This is you happy?
Yeah. He's just releasing his
All right, Tommy's got
experience,
stuff
man.
on
That's all.
NYWC, so let's talk about that.
All right.
NYWC, March 22nd, man. Aftermath.
Yeah, and you won't see a
You
single
don't.
guy in a T-shirt there.
No, you won't. And if you do, go tell the promoters. That's all. But you know what? Mike Mondo's coming back, and he's going to be putting up the belt going against King Mega. Yeah, man. I can't wait for that. That would be sick to see. I like King Mega, man. How about you, Sean, on that?
King Mega, I like King Mega. King Mega.
You know, and also girls match. You know, I didn't get that much information because the gentleman didn't release too much to me. But Marty Bell is going up against Chrissy Rivera. You know, C Riv. Yep. So you know, you got to go check that out. You know, I think Ryan's going to be there definitely.
Wait, when is it?
This is March 22nd. Second in like 2 weeks. Yeah,
Okay.
it's going to be a great show. You
That was
know,
the week I was going to Florida.
no, it's
Word?
not,
Going
no.
to Florida?
I was going to Florida, but I'm going to Florida next week.
March 22nd, man. It's going to be in 2 weeks from today.
Those of you who are going to try to rob me when I'm on vacation, I live with people. You won't be able to rob me.
Yeah, Grandma and Grandpa there. So he'll come after you.
Somebody there with a shotgun.
Yep.
Definitely my grandfather. Guy's retired cop. He'll fucking shoot the shit out of you.
It might kick your ass.
Break into that house.
But,
No, I'm only kidding. I don't know. Yeah, he probably shoot you. Just don't break in.
but March 22nd, you know, check it out. Aftermath, NYWC. That's going to be a phenomenal show. Mike Mondo comes back in the ring facing King Mega, putting the belt up, you know. How do you feel about that, Ryan?
It's going to be a good match. It's going to be a hell of a match. I'm a big Mike Mondo fan.
You are? I think I
I
like
was at a bar a couple of weeks ago, out in like bumblefuck. And there was a picture of
East.
Mike Mondo,
Okay. Yeah.
signed, autograph, saying to the bar owner, everything like that, blah, blah. He's got an impact on the island, man.
Yeah.
Mondo's the man.
You know. But also one of your favorite, Marty Bell, she's going to be facing Chrissy Rivera. You know, your input on that one, bro. How about it?
Ain't Gail Kim, but girl, you could still do it, you know?
Oh, so we're looking. Okay, so it's the same format, right?
Essentially, yeah.
All right.
Interesting enough, since
All
we're
right.
talking about girls and we weren't talking about Facebook, I saw an interesting post
What's
on
that?
Facebook.
What was that interesting post? Rob?
Something about a certain someone and Miley Cyrus.
Oh yeah, I seen that too. I kind of almost fell on the floor and, well, I did. I started laughing.
And the whole monitor picked her head up. She was like,
I did.
Girls hate Miley because they're jealous.
No, she actually likes Miley Cyrus. I do too. But dude, man, what was that all about? You know.
Well, when me and her become
I don't like
official,
chicken thigh.
Wait. Let's
The
find
chicken
out
thighs.
from.
when me
from
and Miss Destiny, because her real name is Destiny,
all right, let's
when we
go.
become official, I'm going to be very angry at some people on my social media feeds that make fun of her all the time. With calling her ratchet and a hoe and a slut. And I'm going to fuck you all up once me and her become official.
Well,
Just let me
no,
know.
hey, that's cool, man. You know.
Don't be hating on my girl Miley.
All right. Well,
Are you sending her love letters yet?
Oh, yeah. I send her fan mail.
he probably
Or
does.
as I like to call it,
Stalker mail.
boyfriend material.
Stalker mail.
Your boyfriend application?
Exactly. Miley, you want to know what this skin is made out of? Boyfriend material. Yeah, Miley's my girl. I love
Wow,
Miley.
man.
You send her like fingernail clippings?
No, I don't do any of
Yeah, he
that.
does locks of hair he sends to her and stuff.
No, I don't have any hair to send to her, really. I buzzed the most of it off. It's starting to grow back, but
And what do you do with what you buzz off? Do you send it to Miley
Yeah,
Cyrus?
that's what he does. He
no,
sends it
no,
to
it
her.
went straight into the garbage can. I'm not that sick, guys. I'm not that desperate for vagina either.
Dear,
Wow.
dear Miley, hi.
Listen, I get laid more than both
I
of you,
love you
all right?
so
What?
much.
I get laid more than both of you.
you get more bumping than a body shop.
You know what I'm saying? That I do. That I do. You know,
Oh, wow.
I'm good with that shit. What do you want from me? You want? I'm watching all my friends get married. Ain't it for me? Can we get back to wrestling,
I
please?
can't wait till somebody get. I can't
Can
wait
we
till,
please get back to
till
wrestling?
I know,
somebody
right? I
somebody
thought-
walks
yeah.
you down the aisle. That would be interesting.
When somebody does, man, I think
never gonna happen.
Long
guys.
Island is going to be
if Miley
heartbroken.
Cyrus walked through that door and said, "Marry me right now," what would you say?
I heard you on the heel in the face say it.
You know what? I would say yes because then after we get divorced, I get half that money. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you friggin'
And
dog.
marriage
Dog.
actually is a contractual obligation for sex.
You'd be on the floor rolling like a schoolgirl.
You dog.
I'm just saying.
So that.
Marriage is a contractual obligation for sex,
So-
and I doubt there would be a prenup.
Oh, wow.
You know, and then when we get
So you
divorced,
would-
I'm getting that palimony. You know what I'm saying?
So you would go after her for the money and just a quick
And the
bang.
sex.
And a quick bang or two.
Oh, yeah,
That's
not a
it.
quick bang, but yeah,
You know, a
the
couple
bang.
of them, right?
Yeah,
and then
not
that's it.
just the, you know.
You know, then I'm out of here.
No, I'll stick around until I get tired of that shit.
Oh,
Like
man.
any other girl.
I'll give you a month then.
Yeah, maybe. Depends. Depends on how well kept her vagina is. Just saying. So, girl, you know. I'm in love.
sorry
Okay,
I
listen,
ever got
guys.
on this subject.
Yeah, this is your fault, Sean. Let me tell you guys something.
Yeah,
I'm in
man.
love anyway.
Uh-oh.
You're in love
Yeah.
Sean, you better watch out now.
with yourself?
No. No, contrary to popular belief, no. I'm in love. It's just never going to happen.
Oh, okay.
So let's get off of it.
Wow. He looks.
I
he
guess
looks.
I guess that was
he's
the
got
other-
that. He's got that look of like.
I guess that was
like
the other
depression.
post on Facebook.
Like
What's the
he's
other post?
depression.
What?
What was the other
I
post?
saw a couple of others.
Oh yeah.
What?
What was
I
it?
can't quote directly.
Nah, I'm in love.
Oh, come
It'll
on.
never happen, though, because she's a lesbian.
Who?
It,
What?
it would be my luck to fall in love with a lesbian, right?
I don't know, man. I'm out there. All right.
You're out there?
I don't know.
mean,
Who?
Do you-
Who?
I'm not saying who.
Why would he say who? Yeah,
Is
like,
it his star?
No.
Oh, it's a girl you know
Yeah.
personally. Oh, never mind. it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna
She
do
just happens
that.
to be a lesbian, so that ain't
No,
going to happen.
that's cool. I wouldn't do that.
Of course that would
A
happen.
star? Who cares? We'll drag him
I'm
through
sure
the
she
mud.
knows who she is.
She'll
Yeah,
be,
you don't need to know.
she'll be on
I
some
don't
Trill
need to know.
TF tracks.
That's not my thing.
I work with it.
Oh, okay.
She'll be on some Trill TF tracks. That coming out
Okay.
soon.
When are they coming out?
When are man?
So, yo, man, you can't rush
Yeah.
perfection and greatness.
Yeah, that you know.
Everything, there's some
Yeah,
shit
he's
dropping every
going,
couple
bro.
of weeks, though.
Yeah.
There is.
You know, it's up there. You know, wrestlers take notice. I
When-
can get 5,000 views in a week. you know?
When, all right, all this Terrell stuff, when are you going to be doing a DVD then?
A DVD?
Yeah,
DVD?
CD. I mean, when are
CD?
you going to do one?
CD?
When?
Well, now that everything's digital these days, you don't really do CDs unless you're promoting a mixtape, which I'm not really promoting a mixtape, so everything just goes to digital files to iTunes and things like that. And it's working. I'm hoping this summer it'll be dropping. Don't want to, I have a artistic process that I go through. I don't force it and I don't rush it, and it just is what it is.
Oh, all
and in
right.
that process, I fell in love with a lesbian.
Oh, all right. Cool.
And there you go.
There you
Yeah,
have
I
it.
guess
Thanks
that's
for
it.
opening up a
Yeah,
very
man.
fresh wound here, Sean.
Well,
See, you did it,
You
man.
dick.
I'm not.
You are.
They don't call me the heel because I look good in the T-shirt.
She's on my Instagram. You guys don't have Instagram, do you?
No.
Oh,
No.
Well, there you have it. All
I
right,
used
well.
it once, and I got rid of it.
Well,
I thought it
you
was
can find her
stupid.
because she's my Woman Crush Wednesday, 3 Wednesdays in a row.
I thought it was stupid, so I got rid of
Connect
it.
the dots.
Okay, back to wrestling.
Yeah, I think so, man. But,
What else do we have to talk about?
I'm gonna go cry.
we
Thanks,
were
Dick.
just doing
What?
NY.
I'm gonna go cry now. Thanks.
Yeah,
You're
see,
the-
you
you're the
got
sick
him into the
crap enough.
Miley Cyrus and the girl that he
Eat some
knows.
bonbons next.
You
Eat some
know?
pom-poms.
Yeah, you know.
Pom-poms. They're not bonbons.
Pop-ums.
Bonbons have
Bonbons.
ice cream in them.
Well, maybe he could
Are
pretend
you
they
crying?
Yeah.
Are you crying?
Yeah.
There's no crying
All right,
on the
let me-
Heel in the Face Live radio show.
Let me
Stop.
turn your mic off before you do, you know.
Stop it.
He's got a pop-ums in his mouth, too, all,
Shut up.
depressed and down. It's all right. Do you need a tissue?
Leave me alone.
Want a tissue for your issue?
I'm gonna punch both of you guys in the dick.
Now you're crying to leave him alone?
Oh, wow.
Where was this last week?
I know,
She saw a
right?
different side of me. Okay.
Now it's an emotional Ryan.
Where was
Oh,
this last week?
he
during the
just
whole religion
stuffed another
argument?
one in his mouth. He's going to work on it.
Well, it's not ice cream, so we're okay.
Yeah. Well,
you ever
he's,
think my tantrums, hall monitor, are because of my insecurities?
he thinks the pop-em is a bonbon, so leave him alone.
Now I'm gonna go Snapchat my dick to some random girls. I'll be right back.
Really?
Let's take
Okay.
a break. Hold
Yeah,
on, and
I
we'll
think
take
we
us
should
out.
because that's a little wild.
Looking for you, so why can't I see it slowly? Living this life for the other side of his life. Searching for something that's just not there. Looking for a light in despair. How can this be
Explain
Which one, Miley or the girl?
The girl.
Okay, we'll just call her the girl.
He
That's all.
doesn't have Miley's number.
Well, you never know. He might have like
Can we
her
give
fan
the girls
page.
a name? Let's give her a name. Let's name her.
Even if it's her real name, nobody out there knows her.
No, let's name her Kara.
Okay.
You don't really hear that name too often. So Kara.
Or sexy.
Yes, she is.
All right, sexy.
But sexy Kara.
Sexy Kara.
All right.
There you go.
Wow. All right, what wrestling stuff do we have to talk about?
That's basically what I have. TNA stuff. Robbie E and Rob Terry, the bromance, are Japanese TNA tag team champions over there. Did you know there's a TNA over in Japan?
I didn't even know there was a TNA in the U.S.
Yes, there is. And TNA is a hell of a lot better than that other company out there, to me. But each their own. But, Ryan, you got anything there?
Texting sexy Kara.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's texting. Leave him
Oh,
alone.
all right. Sorry about that,
She
man.
was listening.
Oh, she was.
Was
okay.
she?
Great. That's cool.
Yeah, so now it's out there in the open. She didn't even know.
Oh, so when she hears it?
We were breaking news live here on the Heel in the Face.
It seems like we're going to do that more than once this evening.
Oh,
Wow.
buddy. Oh, buddy. Do we have somebody calling in later on?
Yes, in a
I
few
believe
minutes.
in about a couple
Yeah.
of minutes. Yeah, we're gonna talk about some
Yep.
random stuff and then cut to a quick break and call her in and
Yes, we will.
do what it is we need to do.
Yep. But,
I'm still a little upset.
what do you mean? You're still upset,
Oh,
man?
no.
Come on. It's only Sean and me that kind of
And the
picked at
6
you.
viewers.
And the well 7 now.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow, man. We're getting up there. 7 now.
What happens? You bring the big guns on the show.
Look at that shit, man.
See that? Ain't that hot shit?
I
Oh, I cursed.
Oh.
Whoa! That's a first for everything.
Come
Last
on,
week
man.
was the first time I sat down during a show. Now I'm cursing.
Yeah, what the hell is
What
that
the
all
fuck
about?
is that? I did it again.
Whoa!
Gosh, man. You're in trouble.
How unprofessional of me.
Well, I'm
I
gonna
don't
hide her
know.
name, her actual name. I just showed Sean a text in which she responded, "I love you."
Oh, no, but
Too bad.
but she plays game on the other side, man.
Yeah, she's
Sorry.
playing for the wrong team on this one.
It's all right. It's
And
all
now
right.
I'm getting text messages again from a lot of workers, basically saying I hate wrestling. Not me, but them.
Okay.
Yeah. All right.
Wow,
so,
man.
Yeah.
So now, what is everybody thinking of this whole CM Punk situation?
I think WWE should
Because we're
shut
talking
down.
about it again.
If WWE shut down, we'd all be out of jobs.
TNA, baby.
There'd be no hopes and
TNA.
dreams anymore. What?
No.
TNA.
Again,
Yeah.
there'd be no hopes and dreams.
And
Okay.
Onward
Stronghold.
we go.
And Stronghold. Screw that.
Well, until I see Stronghold.
Stronghold is one of the best promotions on Long Island, plain and
Until,
simple.
until I see
Sorry.
Stronghold on TV every Tuesday night.
We will be eventually. Give me time. Give me
It's-
time.
We're going to address Stronghold later, so
It's true that
let's
somebody
hold up.
might beat you.
let's hold up.
TV.
Let's hold the fuck up. for a
Well, you
second.
know, I got information on the card for May 3rd.
Oh, good. We can talk
You know.
about that.
You know?
Yeah, but
But
this all connects to something that's going to be a little bit more in depth. So I don't know if you want to do this before we.
no, we should do the card first.
Okay, so
We should.
what's the card
All right. Well,
as it stands as of right now?
as it stands,
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that.
Well,
Okay.
there was a firestorm that brewed up the other
Can we
day,
just go
so-
over the card, please?
Yes. So as it stands,
Thanks. Go.
Well, I got Bobby Dream versus Black Jaguar.
fuck Bobby Dream.
Who is the Black Jaguar?
He's a Jaguar that is black.
Yeah, he's a
I
Black
doubt
Jaguar.
I doubt
Yeah,
Bobby Dream would be in the ring with a real Jaguar.
you
No.
never know.
Because he couldn't capital sock it to death.
No, he couldn't, man. But
He wouldn't be able to adjust that ending. But go ahead.
Dr. Lamar Braxton Porter versus Tito Santana. And also we have the Reverend versus La Parka.
The Reverend versus La Parka.
Yes.
Oh, move on. Go ahead. That
And
sounds
Mark
interesting.
Static with Angel versus Cronus.
You'll get some gear mark static.
And Jimmy Jack Cash versus Stockade.
Jimmy Jack Cash versus Stockade.
That's going to be a good match.
That's going to be a damn good match.
And then Evan Reigns versus Gary Reno.
Okay.
Alex Vendetta versus Lucas Sane. No T-shirt. Lucas, got it.
Yes, no t-shirt.
And let's see. Nightmare versus Len Oddity.
That'll be interesting.
Interesting to say the least.
And it's going to be called the makeup match.
That's
okay?
going to be a lot of face paint in that ring.
Well, what's going to happen in that match? Whoever loses, next show, no makeup. It doesn't matter.
That's weird.
Yeah.
That would be weird seeing Nightmare without no makeup.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
You like that? I'm calling
Yeah.
it early. That would be
Yeah,
weird seeing
that's
Nightmare
it.
without no makeup.
And then Anthony Gangone and Ricky Richards versus Protector of Professional Wrestling, Jack Gallo and ATL.
wait a second.
No, you guys, if you guys don't like each other, you guys are going to be forced by management to tag
Wow.
team up.
Wow, you hear this, Sean?
I hear it.
You
This is what
guys are
happens
going
When
to.
you speak the truth, right? When you speak the truth, you get punished for speaking the truth.
But you guys are going to go up.
Welcome to
against them.
professional wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm
And
putting this
honestly-
match under protest. I will only perform under protest, for the record, and I will submit a formal complaint to management. This is just wrong.
Because what I see that will happen is these guys could work out
Well,
their
listen, listen,
differences.
listen, this is what I demand. I demand a partner that is of superior talent than Jack Gallo.
Oh man,
He
See,
is
you guys
below
got-
me,
Yeah, but you guys got to work together. It does
but
not matter.
he is below me.
Your confrontation with him the last show
He
is fine.
is not up to par. I will do this match if and only if there's a stipulation that Jack Gallo cannot be tagged into the match. I don't want to lose the match.
Oh, boy.
Wow, Gallo, if you're listening, man, you heard that loud and clear.
If he is willing to
ATL
stand
is,
in the corner-
pushing you down, bro.
He's willing to stand in the corner, do his little, clap his hands to get the crowd into it and everything like that. That's fine. Stipulation is you cannot tag in. I want to win the match. I want the winner's purse. I'm not afraid of Ricky Richards. I'm not afraid of Anthony Gangone. I'm the greatest wrestler in the world.
Well,
Definitely better than Jack Gallo.
but let me tell you one other stipulation that's going to be in this match is the winner tag team. That's winners. The next show, I know it's going to sound funny, that tag team's going to go up against each other for the gold to be number one contender.
So you're basically saying I'm going to be the champion.
Well, if you can go there, you got to try to get that number one contender spot.
It's not try. There's no such thing as try,
Well,
Tommy.
I
It's
know.
either do or don't.
Well, to you got to try to do it because I think
there's no
Gallo.
such thing as try.
I think
I
Jack
will
Gallo is
win.
not going to be happy about your
I
whole
will win
situation of
for
that.
my team. And once I have won, I will present Jack Gallo with the option that he can lay down and allow me to win in the follow-up match, and I will not humiliate him in front of all these people.
So you're talking
with
about-
the beating I would give to him.
You're talking about kicking him in the balls again.
Oh, no. Listen, I never kicked him in the balls in the first place.
Oh, okay. I didn't see that. None of us did.
He said a very inflammatory remark to me.
Well,
He said very discriminatory remarks about me that didn't get caught by the cameras, which I will file a complaint with that as well. That your audio equipment be up to date. I'm not going to even repeat what he said to me.
all right. Well,
Let's just
you
put it
know.
this way. If he was in office, the statement he said to me would get him impeached immediately.
Well, then what we have to do? Well, what you have to do
So
is
I kicked him in his thigh. Okay? It might look like I kicked him in a place that you shouldn't kick somebody, right?
Yeah, definitely not.
And maybe
yeah.
I should have, to prevent the world from having mini Jack Gallows one day. Because having one Jack
man.
Gallo in this world is already sucking out the oxygen for somebody who actually needs it.
Wow, man. Well, all I got to say is on that note is
I'm
that
better than Jack Gallo, is what you got to say. Just say it, Tommy.
I'm not saying that. What I got to say is that you got to file a complaint with the, office,
Tommy,
and
say it.
that's it.
Say it. I'm better than Jack Gallo.
I'm not going there. Nobody is better than nobody. Right now, everybody's
That's not true.
equal.
Who's
in that
got more
ring.
victories in Stronghold Pro Wrestling, me or Jack Gallo?
Oh, right now it's you off the
Yeah.
bat. It's the first show. Now we're going into the second, and
Who faked an injury to get off the show?
well, that
And
was
who willingly took that person's spot because he was scared to fight Robbie Rebel, and then beat Robbie Rebel. Who did that?
all right. You've got me on that one, but I cannot
coward.
state. Oh well, that's between you two.
He's a coward.
You two will have to take care of.
He's my best friend. I know these things.
Well, you two are going to take care of business in the ring May 1st, May 3rd, and that's it. And you guys are going to tag up, and you guys
no,
have
he's
to.
not tagging in.
Well, that's between you guys to put that.
I
down
want
there.
the stipulation, or I will formally protest this match.
Well, then you have to protest with the upper office,
I
and
want
they'll
this.
take care of it. The other officials will take care of the situation. Because honestly, I
They
think
want to
it's
see
an
an amazing
opportunity.
match, or they want to see a half amazing match.
Well, an amazing match would be all four
No.
participants,
No, no.
interacting in the match.
No,
That's how it would be.
No. Jack Gallo can interact. He can clap his hands for me.
No, he's not your manager
He
or
can
valet.
cheer me.
He's not your
But when he
manager.
stops acting like a girl, I will stop considering him a valet.
Oh, man. Wow. Well, all I got to say is that, come May 3rd, you guys, I don't think this is going to be one heck of a match. I think it's going to be an insane match because you two might go at it. The way it looks, the way that you're probably pissing him off right now
Well, that's
if
like,
he's listening.
so I have so basically, Angry Jack Gallo, which in my mind is like an angry third grader.
No, that's an angry gorilla he is. He's probably
What's he
pissed.
gonna do? He's gonna spill Legos all on the floor and tease me to come get me. Because I don't want to
boy.
step on the Legos and hurt my feet. Like, he's a crybaby. He's a faker.
Wow, man.
He's
Well,
a no good hack, is what he is.
I don't know,
Let me
man,
tell you
but
a few things about Jack Gallo. No, I'll save it. I'll save it.
I think so,
I'll
yeah.
save it.
But
I'm better, though.
Oh, okay.
I'm
Well,
better than Ricky Richards, and I'm better than Anthony Gangone. I am.
You know
Ricky's a
what-
racist. Anthony
Wow.
Gangone needs to cut that stupid beard of his. And Jack Gallo needs to stop pretending to be hurt when he's scared to fight somebody.
Wow, man,
I'm
we
the only
should,
one who's been consistent.
and maybe
You know
there
when
should
the last
be.
time I lost a match was?
Go ahead.
Years ago. I haven't lost a professional wrestling match since 2011. Did you know that?
No, that's something new.
I haven't lost one.
So you're looking at 2, 3, almost 3
Almost
years.
3 years. This
Yeah.
summer it'll be 3 years.
Yeah.
Been undefeated for 3 years, and I did it all wearing a ridiculous Power Ranger outfit.
Well, hey, that all I got to say is May 3rd.
Jack Gallo couldn't do that.
Well,
How many matches Jack Gallo won last year?
you guys come May 3rd.
Not as many as he lost.
You guys have to turn around and work it out in the ring. That's it. Plain and simple.
No, you mean I'll work it out in the ring, he'll work it out on the apron.
Oh boy. Well, I've got one more match. It's a team match. It's called the A team versus the F team.
What?
Yes, it is. Andrew Anderson,
Okay.
the Puppet Master, Beautiful Bobby Dream versus Frankie Flo, and I know the Undead.
Bobby Dream's working twice that night?
Yes, he is.
Is that fair to Bobby Dream?
Well, in this whole thing with the Black Jaguar, I'm actually going to be asking Bobby Dream that night if he wants the both matches. If he doesn't, then the Black Jaguar gets to pick the opposite team that Bobby Dream is on.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
Especially profiling somebody who's garbage like Bobby Dream.
Well, you know what?
He's not better than Ashley LaCroix. He's not. Nobody on the
Wow.
Stronghold roster is.
Tito Santana is.
No, he's not.
Why not?
I'm better.
He's old. Is that what you're
He's
thinking?
slow. He's slow. He had his moment.
All right, I got
He was
something.
better than me in the 80s. You want to know why?
Well, wait a
Because
minute.
I was a baby in the 80s.
Well, you're ATL. You're sitting here in front of me. I could sign this match to you. It's an open match.
No.
If anybody wants this
Why
match
would I want that?
versus the Black
You tell
Jaguar,
me.
they can
I'll
have
win a
it.
tag match, and then I'll be in a contention for titles.
You tell me. Okay, so
So
all right.
why would I do that? That's
Yeah,
stupid. That's stupid. That's something Jack Gallo would do. Because he's stupid. You understand I'm the smartest man in professional wrestling?
Well, we don't go there. We
I
don't
am.
put down nobody in the business.
I do.
Mentally and
It's not,
physically,
it's not putting people down. It's putting them in their place.
or their intelligence.
It's putting them in their place.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. But
Who's smarter? Barack Obama or Mitt Romney?
wow, man, you're gonna put me into
Why?
politics. I like
Yeah.
Mitt Romney.
Okay.
I would say.
Why are you saying that he's smarter?
And
Why?
it's
We don't
not a
put people
racist
down.
thing.
We don't put people down.
not a
We don't
racist
put
thing.
people down in the profession of politics.
No.
See, that's what you're doing. You're crying. What are you, Jack
Yeah.
Gallo? You going to cry about this? Don't cry. Don't be a little girl.
Oh
Be
man.
like Jack Gallo.
Oof, God.
Why don't we take a break, and
I think we should, and then,
then we'll try to get our guest on the phone.
yes, we will, and we'll see what
We'll see what
we'll take it
happens.
from there.
Yeah. So, we'll be right back.
Yep. Don't
Jack
forget.
Gallo, you're not as good as me. Take us
All
out,
right,
monitor.
go ahead.
When you wake up with stars on your face, you try to run away to a distant, far in a distant place.
And we're back.
And yes, we are back.
Welcome back
Yep.
to the Heel in the Face Live Wrestling Show. Don't
Yeah.
forget, you can check out our archives not only on the homepage, but on
Yep.
Stitcher and iTunes.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. And
Where we're
also,
located.
if they want to call in, what would they call? You know.
If they want to call in, it's 631-386-8229. Why did you make me do that?
And what about if they want to check us out on Facebook?
On Facebook, they know where the Facebook page
Well,
is.
what if they don't? What if it's some 5-year-old
Well,
kid?
it's Facebook.com/Heel and Face Live Wrestling Show.
All right, then.
Or feel free to tweet us at Heel and Face.
There you go, man. All right. But, just so everybody does know, I did forget to mention, I know it's not a good thing to forget this, that May 3rd Stronghold Pro Wrestling show is going to be, it's called Meltdown/Love for Jake, and it's all the, partial other proceeds are going to be going to Jake. He's a 2-year-old little boy that is battling cancer right now, and if you did see on the Stronghold page, his parents are paying, going to be paying $1,000 a day just for treatment. So the show is going to be all about Jake trying to help his parents out with the treatment that he has to have. He's over in Germany right now, and Stronghold Pro Wrestling is backing him up as much as we can to help him out. So we would like to see as many people as possible get there to help support Jake in his battle with cancer.
Yes,
Yeah.
we hope, we wish him all the best.
Yeah, because, we've got Tito Santana behind it. We got La Parca behind it. Andrew Anderson behind it. And, and all the other Stronghold Pro Wrestling workers. So, for that night, you heard the card, and we appreciate everybody that's doing the show and making dreams come possible for this little boy to have a childhood. Definitely.
It's unfortunate that
Yeah.
children have to deal with cancer.
It's garbage, man. It sucks, On Sunday, I got to sit down and talk to his father, Mark, and he's an amazing man, very knowledgeable of the disease that his son has, and we're gonna help them as much as possible, and we'll be there for him all the way till he's 90, because that's when he's gonna live till, because that's what we want him to, if not longer.
Okay, well, cancer touches a lot
Yeah.
of people because, as you know, my friend Aaron has a daughter, Julia, with leukemia that I'm
Yeah.
constantly after doing stuff with and for her.
Yeah, it's a tough thing, it's really touching, unfortunately, knock on wood, my son doesn't have it, but you know what, when someone kind of close to you, it hurts, and Sean, he's your good friend, and his daughter has it, it hurts. It's like your own kid. You wouldn't want your kid to have it. It just would tear
Not at
you
all.
apart.
I have two beautiful, healthy children, thank God.
Yeah. So that's what we got to thank God for, and
Why-
try to bless this
Why
kid.
don't we get these two charities together
You know what?
and do something?
We'll do
because
something.
we've
Yeah.
always there's been loose talk every now and again about the heel versus the face,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
paintball tournament or something that we keep
You know what?
planning on
Yeah.
throwing.
Yeah, we've got to definitely get something together, even just to focus on children's cancer alone, because it's got to stop.
We should get the two of them together and plan a day for them where it could be Team Heel and Team Sith and Team Workers and Team Wrestlers versus Team Face. And we can just throw a 4-team tournament.
Yeah, we could do that. We could have the charity, the charity, the kids, the heel, the face, the Sith, and we have a
Or we
four-way.
could. That's what we could
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
We could do that. We could do their parents or family.
Yeah, their
whoever wanted
parents,
to do that.
family,
Although-
friends.
Although most of Julia's parents and family know how to shoot weapons, so
You know
we'd
what?
be at
That's
an
all
immediate
right.
disadvantage.
That's fine. That's okay. Don't worry about
And
it.
then we could get, and then Sith could get together a bunch of workers who'd like
Yep.
to shoot us. I'm
Yeah.
sure there are plenty of
Yeah,
those
there
people
probably
lying
is.
around.
Definitely nowadays. Yeah, there probably is. Right now there is.
I could
You
see
know?
him. I could see him shaking his head from here. He's like, yeah, he's got a big smile on his face.
And you know what? On my side will be all.
Texting for a second.
You know what, Ryan? On my side will be all promoters throughout the United States. Then.
Good luck getting that many promoters who want to work with you. I mean, really.
I know, right? Yeah, I know. And me wanting to work
We
with
should
them.
do that. We
Vice
should
versa.
do that. We should work with the two charities, and get together and throw this tournament over the summer.
Yeah, we'll definitely get something, but we want to have it where that we can put a stop to these kids.
Well,
some way of getting it.
Let's do our part to help out. I'm sure the response will be overwhelming.
Oh yeah,
especially from the workers' side, right, Ryan?
Yep, definitely will be, right?
Paintball. I can't wait.
Yeah, we'll do something. Even if we
let's
go
get
in
the two of them together.
and even if we do like a laser tag or something.
No laser tag. I want to do paintball.
Paintball?
I want to do paintball.
Oh, no, you know the rules, right?
I know the
no
rules.
aiming for the head.
Right,
Okay.
right. I got that. Don't worry about
All
it.
right.
I got a sniper rifle for just the occasion.
All right, no problem. But, as I said, May 3rd is going to be Meltdown 2014. And also, it's going to be Love for Jake. So, it's a charity event for him. So come on down. Tickets will be on sale March 21st. And
you know what?
that's it.
Let's do this. In 2 weeks is the roast of Trigger, right?
Yes, it is.
The week after that, let's see if we can get representatives from both families on the phone. We got a little over 3 weeks to plan this whole paintball thing. Let's see if we can't make it happen before then.
Yeah.
I mean, the date. Let's nail down a date. Let's get the two sides together. Let's pick teams and then let's just squabble.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Let's just squabble.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely. I think it'll work. Definitely.
I think it'll work.
Because it's all about the kids. And it's not only about these two kids; it's about every kid out there. Let's have this recognized.
You know what? I got a cool idea. Let's do the tournament, right? And then let's just have some fun, you and me. And say, how are we going to have some fun, Heel? Say it. Say exactly that.
How are we going to have some fun, Heel?
You and I are going to put on antlers. After the tournament, you and I are going to put on antlers.
Why don't I just put on a Santa Claus hat? Or
No,
better
no.
yet, you put one on.
No, we're going to put on antlers. And then we're going to run around the
Okay,
forest
Rudolph.
with no paintball guns.
Are you out of
The
your
other people are going to have paintball guns.
Are you out of your effing mind?
Yes, I am.
For real.
Yep, it's going to be an all-out on the
Two-
heel in the face.
Two of us.
Yep.
Roughly maybe 50 people against us.
Yeah. In antlers.
What kind of knowledge do you have in your fucking brain? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious.
You're crazy.
I'm dead serious. We're going to put on antlers. We're not going to have any weapons. And we're going to traipse through the forest.
Better yet, how about I have an elf and you have a Santa Claus suit on?
No. Santa Claus.
Might as
Nobody,
well, man.
nobody likes to shoot Santa Claus.
You're nuts.
We're going to dress up like forest animals.
Did you hit your head outside
No, I
during
didn't.
break?
No, I didn't. It's a perfect. Watch this. Sith, is that a good idea or what?
Thank you.
Why would you say no?
See, there you
Sith,
go. He doesn't.
Tommy
he
and
said-
I with like antlers, quote unquote. No weapons, running through the forest. Everybody that participated in the tournament gets to take a shot at us. Is that a good idea? See, he thinks it's a good idea.
Wait.
All right, we'll wear bright orange shirts. I can do that.
Why don't we all of us?
Well, no, just you and me.
Why don't we just have a radio attached to our back too while we're at it?
With a homing beacon?
Yeah,
I'm game
that's
if
all.
you are.
A GPS, so they all know where we are.
There we go. See?
You dumbass.
I'll wear an anklet.
You kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious.
No, I'm not scared, but damn, man.
I'm dead serious.
You're looking at like 50 people, possibly. That's crazy, dude.
I'm down.
All right, so first hit, we're down and out. That's
No,
it.
no.
No, he's going to keep on
No,
shooting
we're going to go
us?
for 10 minutes. We're going to run around the forest for 10 minutes.
Holy. Yeah. Wait a minute.
I give it 10 seconds before you guys collapse.
Wait a minute. Let me
10
tell you something.
seconds. For 10 minutes.
I guarantee,
For 10 minutes, we'll move around the forest.
half of them people are going to be shooting at me, not you.
That's a chance I'm willing to take.
Oh my God. You are nuts, man.
Why am I nuts?
You know what? I'll shake your hand right now on it then.
Why am I
right.
nuts?
Fine.
You
It's
can
done.
get all the people who come with you try to shoot at me. It's okay.
Oh my Lord, have mercy on us.
What? It's for charity, Tommy.
Yes,
it's for
it is.
charity.
That's what it's all
It's
about.
for charity. For 10 minutes, you're going to traipse through the forest. And I do mean traipse very lightly.
Traipse, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You're going to
We're-
frolic through
we're
the
not-
forest. For 10 minutes.
we're
while
going to
people are
frolic
shooting
through the
you.
forest?
Frolic.
What the hell have you been reading, man?
Frolic. For 10 minutes.
Do you have a dictionary under your desk
No,
over
I don't
there?
need a dictionary. I know big words.
Oh man, you are crazy,
We're
bro.
waiting. Oh,
I think we should call in our special guest. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be having Cassandra Frazier, and the wife of the late and great Big Daddy V.
See, I did.
Yeah,
I
man.
frolicked
All
over
right.
to the computer.
Well, I noticed that, man. That was kind of scary, bro.
At least I didn't pirouette.
You look like a goddamn deer. That was
You know,
scary.
this kind of ringtone sounds
Yeah.
really funny.
It's pretty cool, actually.
It's like a
Yeah.
standard ringtone. All right.
Are we still on air, too?
Yeah, we're on there.
Oh, hello, Cassandra. It's Tom. How are you? Okay. All right. We're on air, and
Introduce our guest, will you?
ladies and gentlemen, our guest,
Jesus.
Cassandra Frazier, the wife of the late and the great Nelson Frazier, a.k.a. Virgil, Big Daddy V. To me, he was a hero.
Mabel?
Yes.
Mabel? Yeah.
He was my hero. You know, I've worked with him twice. Yes, he was. He was all of our hero. And matter of fact, talking about our hero, you know, if you want to open up with your relationship, your experience with life with Nelson.
Well, I can tell you that Nelson is the only man I've ever loved, and I didn't fall in love with him for wrestling. I fell in love with him for him because he was the most gentle giant that, you know, I've ever met, ever. You know, he loved me. He loved everybody, matter of fact, and he had millions of people that loved him. And for every one hater, there was a million people that loved him. And I just don't understand how so many people can be cruel on the social media about him when he's never done anything wrong to anybody. You know, it's just a crazy world. I don't understand. But in the end, at the end of the day, he's still a legend.
Oh, yes, he
You know,
is. Yes, he is.
regardless what anybody thinks.
Yes, he is. He's a legend in and out of the ring, you know, from...
In and out,
yes,
because
from,
he was
you know...
a very good man, especially out of the ring, you know, because he was just a good friend to everybody, and he loved all his wrestling brothers and sisters, each and every one of them. And I never heard him say nothing bad about no one, not even Vince, not even Stephanie, Triple H. He loved them all. It was me that was, you know, ranting and raving, you know, because I was grieving, and I didn't need none of it, but I just was grieving, and I lost my only friend, you know, and people were talking bad stuff about him on the social media, and I wanted some, you know, I don't know, it just didn't seem right. But like I said, for every hater, you know, there was millions that loved him, so I'm not mad. I'm like grieving, but I'm like kind of like getting better now because I know he's not in pain no more. You know, and I know he loved wrestling and he loved all of you guys.
Yes, he did. He was
did.
he was great. You got a
Cassandra,
It was great.
Cassandra and Sean, my condolences. He was
Thank you.
he was a good wrestler, but I wanted to ask you a question. What was your favorite wrestling moment of your late husband?
When he put the boogeyman through the table at ECW. And then when he fought Colin Delaney, that was very hot, you know it.
Oh yeah, that was awesome. Oh man, that gave me
Which
chills
I had a
just
lot of
now.
favorite moments, but at the same time, every time he wrestled, you know, the bigger they are, the harder they fall, and I was always so worried about him. You know, it was just like when you love somebody so much, you always worry about him, just scared for him, you know, and it's just. He loved me. He told me he loved me every day. I told him I loved him every day, and I comforted him. I nurtured him, you know, because wrestling is a hard business. And fans don't understand the inside story. They only know what they read, you know, so.
Absolutely. Cassandra, this is Ryan. First and foremost, I want to send my condolences to you. secondly, I'm a worker myself. I work the East Coast independent scene. And just to touch base on what you were saying before about all the people on social media, I can tell you that you're absolutely right about for every one hater, there's a lot more people who loved your husband.
They don't even know him. They don't even know how good a man he was.
I can tell you from this, I've never met your husband, but I can tell you this from my social media feeds, especially since I'm connected to a lot of the other independent workers on the scene, at least in this area. The second the news broke about his passing, so many people were sending their support and talking about their favorite moments from him.
My husband died in my arms, and that was the hardest day of my life. I have been grieving, and then I've been reading stuff, and people, like, I don't know why they would say bad things about him because he was such a good man. But like I said, for one hater, you got a million that love him.
Absolutely. You know what it is? It's also very easy to hide in the behind the keyboard on the internet. So I think a lot of these people wouldn't dare say these things in person because most of these people are cowards.
People told me to stay off the internet, don't read it, But I have to defend my husband. But I have learned within the last week or so to keep my mouth shut because it's like, it's not WWE's fault. It's nobody's fault. That was his career. He chose it, and I had to support him, And I feel bad about what I said, some of the things I said, but I was angry and I was grieving, and I really do apologize.
And one of his other things, Sandra, that me and you spoke about, is that the big man always said to you one other thing, which was, never say nothing negative about anybody.
He taught me that.
And he said it to me, too, that day. When I met him at Jones Beach, he said it to me also because I was kind of aggravated with somebody. And Bobby Rydell and him said, don't, and I didn't. Of course I didn't.
Even people that said bad things about him, you know what? He ignored it. How hard is that to do? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
You know what?
You tell me how hard that is to do. And he taught me how to do that until he passed away. And then I forgot all about it. You know what I mean? Because when you lose someone you love, you just kind of lose your mind a little bit, because that was my best friend.
Yeah, we know.
You know what? For every one hater that there is that has something bad to say about him, there are thousands upon thousands of his fans that just remember who he was and what he gave to the business.
Yes,
he is an absolute legend. He is an absolute legend.
And how
no matter what nobody says.
And I got a question there. Is how long have you and Nelson? How long were you guys married for before his passing?
Well, we were together for 2 years. We were in love for 2 years. And then you would never believe it, but we met at a convenience store once.
That was my question.
I wasn't really into wrestling, but, I said, hi, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And can you believe 2 weeks later, at a different gas station, I met this man again, and I couldn't refuse to give him I had to give him my phone number. And ever since then, we have told each other we loved each other every single day because he has been so good to me, and I have nurtured him. And I'm so afraid of the business because it's like so dangerous, and I'm afraid for all the wrestlers, because they work hard. They work 300 days out of the year, and it's like it's hard on them, And I feel for all of them. But this is a career they chose, but they deserve better, I think. It's hard work. I couldn't do it. I mean, seriously, I couldn't fight a diva and probably get beat up, So it's crazy. It's a crazy world.
All right, I have to ask a funny question.
Okay, ask me a funny question.
When you first met Nelson, was he wearing any of those strange contacts that he used to wear in the ring?
Not at all.
Oh, I was so hoping.
No, I didn't meet him when he was wrestling or anything like that. I met him as Nelson Frazier.
I just thought that he might have been wearing one of those funny contacts that
no,
he always used to wear.
No,
Darn.
They don't freak me out either. I think he's
darn, because that would have been such a cool. That would have been like such a cool angle of the story.
Wow, their whole meeting is like a blessing. The Lord led them to each other. That's all I gotta say.
He loves me so much, and anybody could say that, but I truly, truly know he loves me.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I love him too. There would be times that he would be aching. He would be sore. He would be depressed. You know, wrestling is a hard job. You know, you're out on the road so many nights a year, and it's not only hard on the wrestler, it's hard on the families too.
Yeah,
You know, and
yeah.
so it's like I feel for each and every one of them. I feel for the ones that are gone. I feel for the ones that are still working. But you know, that's their choice to do it, and you know, it scared me every time he wrestled. Even though he was big, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. You know, and I was always scared for him, and he died in my arms, you know, and I'll never forget this. I'll never forget it. I think about him all the time,
Oh,
Wow,
Lord.
all the time.
how-
And I've been so angry.
Go
You know,
ahead,
at
pull it.
first I was sad. I was horrified. I was overwhelmed. But then I got angry. You know, I wanted to blame someone else. But I thought about it, and I thought, you know what? Nelson loves WWE. He loves Vince McMahon. He loves Stephanie. He loves Triple H. And I had no right at all to mess with his legacy like that, because he was a good man, and
Yeah,
it
yeah.
was not up
He
to
was-
me to you know, say the things I said, not
Well,
to truly
Well,
apologize.
well, you know what, Cassandra, you said what you said. It was upsetting you, and unfortunately enough, WWE was you know, took care of the situation,
I
and yeah.
just didn't think I thought he deserved better, because
Oh yeah, he
25 years in that company, you know, and he called all these guys his brothers and
Wow.
his sisters, you know, and they all loved each other.
yeah.
And he never said nothing, even the negative, even when there was like maybe fights or whatever, he never said anything bad about nobody. And if I said anything bad about any of them, he would stop me right there. He made me a better person
Yeah.
until he passed away, and then I got angry, and
Yeah.
but I got over it, and now I realized I was wrong, you know. So I apologize to everybody. I apologize
Right.
to his fans,
Yeah.
because
Wow.
I hated wrestling. You know what I'm saying? I did. I just went through
Yeah.
so many emotions, but now he's not hurting no more, and
No.
I know he want me to do the right thing.
You know what?
And to do the right thing is to keep my mouth shut and just honor his legacy.
Yeah, just you know,
Well,
that's
yes,
all.
and you were grieving, and you know, I think everybody understood that. But you loved him so much.
Well, I hope
How
so,
did you
'cause
deal?
I really didn't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
Yes.
It's just that my best friend was gone. He was
Right.
the only man I ever loved, you know, and he treated me so good. But I was a very nurturing wife. I would just rub his feet for no reason, you know, just to do anything he needed me to do, you know, and he just was a good person. He would do anything for anybody.
Yeah.
Anybody, children, you name it. And then you got people on the social media that don't even know him, don't know the story, they don't know nothing, and they want to say bad things about him. And so I should have ignored it. I really should have. But I had something negative to say to them too. And then I apologized to them also, because, like I said, it don't. At the end of the day, he was a fine wrestler. He was a good wrestler, and he really paved the way for a lot of black wrestlers. He
Yeah.
really did.
You
Certainly
did, definitely did.
Let me
Yeah.
ask you, how did you deal with him on the road all the time?
Well, you know what? Trust, missing him, wanting him to come home, excited for him to be here. When he got here, I had his dinner ready. I had his bath ready, you know. I was ready to rub him down, you know, just talk to him, comfort him. You have to, in order to be married to a wrestler, you really got to be a nurturer. You got to understand. You got to support them. You know, it's not. We had a relationship with outside of wrestling. You know what I mean? It was like we loved each other because we loved each other. It wasn't nothing to do with wrestling. I really don't even like watching wrestling because I hated to see him get hit. You know, I hated to see him coming home with bruises, you know. There's nothing fake about wrestling, nothing fake at all. There might be the storylines or whatever, but I know for a fact that it hurts. It really hurts.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go.
It does, you know. And
That's
so,
it. Yep.
If you don't deny for a second that these people, no matter how big or small they are, are athletes, boy,
Yes.
you've got another thing coming.
Trust me, I know.
Yeah, and he just, like I said, he wrestled all over the world. When he left WWE, he went to Japan, you know, and he actually made he was champion, tag team champion with a man named Tsuru. They loved him in Japan. They thought he was a Buddha. They just loved him. He was a god over there. Yes, and some people all over the world love him.
And speaking of Buddhas, Buddha was, matter of fact, one of his favorite
Favorite.
statues.
We have like
Yes.
300 of them in our
And
house.
Oh, boy.
yes, because when he came to the show at Jones Beach the first time I met him, he had a Buddha statue. It was in his work bag. He had it in
Because,
his
you know,
bag.
we felt like every time there was a Buddha, we left one in the car, you know, because we wanted the Buddhists to just help his life get better because, you know, like he was sore a lot. And we felt like having we wanted faith, you know, we wanted to have some kind of faith to make him feel better. But really all the faith came from me, you know, because we told each other every single day. And even when he was gone, he would call me every day, every single day, and tell me he loved me. And I would just wait for him and wait for him and wait for him and wait. And then when he finally came home, I treated him like a wife should treat a husband. And it was just, the years I had with him was the greatest years of my life.
Oh, that's special. Cassandra, listen, before we let you go, I want to hear about your favorite story, if you don't mind, away
My
from
favorite
wrestling.
story
Away from wrestling.
inside of wrestling.
Away
or-
from
No,
it.
away
Away
from
from it.
wrestling. Away from wrestling, if you can hear me.
Away from wrestling?
Yeah.
The greatest story.
Your favorite
is,
memory away
getting
from
married.
wrestling. What was that?
The greatest story outside of wrestling was when we made our commitment to get married, and we loved each other, and we never argued. You know, that's one thing about it, because he wasn't an arguer. He didn't take drugs. He didn't drink. He didn't even cuss. You know what I'm saying? And he taught me how to be a better woman.
All right.
But when he died, you know, it just like I became very, very angry. But something came to me, you know, I guess in a dream or whatever, and he told me, he says, you know, don't ruin my legacy, because I love the McMahons, you know, even though, you know, things went the way they went, they still gave him his shot at being a legend. So I can't say nothing bad about them anymore, you know.
All right.
I just,
Well, Cassandra,
I have to-
we got one more question before we let you go.
okay,
You're sitting on the couch or wherever right now.
I'm on the floor.
Okay, so you're sitting on the
With
floor.
my bulldog. I'm on
Okay.
the floor with my bulldog, with Nelson's bulldog.
So the both of
He
you,
loves his
you and
dog.
you and the dog are sitting there. Tell us about when Nelson proposed to you.
It was the best day of my life.
You know, like where was it, and you know, like what was
We
it all?
were actually at home, laying in bed, watching some movie or something, and you know, we were already just all over each other. You know, we were just so in love. And he looked at me, and you know, after 2 years, he says, "You know what? I've decided that I want to spend the rest of my life with you." And I just cried because, you know, I like big men anyway, and he was just the love of my life. And now my friend is gone. My best friend is gone. And I've been grieving. Like I said, I started out grieving, and then I started to be angry, and something told me, you know, don't be angry at anybody else, because this is his career. You know, I can't be angry. I gotta get myself together, and so I want to apologize to everybody that you know, because I said some pretty nasty things, but when I look back now at it, I didn't really mean it. I really didn't. I just
All right. Well,
I just had lost my loved one, you know. You know how hard it is to find someone that you truly love and you want to spend the rest of your life with.
I hear you. Amen.
Yes.
No,
This man died in my arms, and I will never forget it.
No.
But the thought goes through my head every single day.
definitely.
Oh, Cassandra.
Yeah, my dog even cried. My dog was swollen
Well,
for days.
the dog-
Because that was his baby.
Yeah, because Cassandra was telling me on a brief discussion we were having that the dog, he would always ask about the dog, and he loved that dog. That dog was his
His dog
buddy.
knew how to say dada.
Yeah, that was his buddy.
Cassandra.
Yes, and anywhere he went, he always came straight home. He never blew any money. He came straight home to his family. That was the first thing he could not wait to do. And I was always waiting on him with a very clean house and waiting to massage his feet, waiting to massage his back, because a wrestler is always in pain.
Yes, I am.
Cassandra.
And
Cassandra.
you got to have a darn good wife to nurture him,
Cassandra.
to have a good relationship, and I was that
Breaking.
because he was all I had.
Cassandra.
We're gonna let you go,
Cassandra?
hon.
I'm
Cassandra?
not a wrestler. I just host a crazy internet show. But could you call my wife and tell her that she should rub my feet when I get home?
Say that one more time.
I said I'm not a wrestler. I just host a crazy internet radio show. But could you call my wife for me and tell her that she should rub my feet when I get home?
You know what? I would be very happy to do that. Because you know what? When you do something like that for your man, when he don't even ask you to, that makes him just love you even
Oh
more.
no!
I'm sending
Yeah,
you.
just rub his back for him,
Oh wow!
Yeah, rub his back for him and just fix him a good meal, a good healthy meal, because he lost 100 pounds. I was taking care of him. He was doing great. He was doing absolutely terrific. And he loved me. And I know he loves me. I don't think he loves me.
Well,
I know he loves me.
He's looking down upon all of us, and
Yes.
and he's you were blessed. That's all we got to say.
Yes,
and
yes.
and
and he loves all his brothers and sisters, all the
And-
wrestlers. Someone
yeah.
asked me earlier,
Yeah.
well, which wrestler did he hate the worst?
the
I
first
go, none of them. He loved them all.
the first
He
time
never
ever
had
meeting
nothing
him,
bad to say about
he
anybody.
did. He the first time I ever met him, the man turned around and he goes, and he shook my hand and gave me a hug. Now here's this big
Yes,
giant guy,
yes.
and me, small guy, giving me a hug. At first time meeting him,
How come I didn't see a picture of that?
I actually have pictures at home.
Oh, good.
I
I
have
gotta
pictures.
see
Yeah.
that whole hug
Yes.
thing because I want to see you like
But see,
lose
Not
yourself.
him
And the
hugging
thing
me, no,
about
but
it
I have
is we-
pictures of the show.
We went together really, really well because I'm 6 feet tall. And so we just hugged up. I could almost get my arms around him.
Yeah,
I think
he-
lost all that weight. And he was doing so very well.
All right, Cassandra,
And,
hon, we're gonna let you
Cassandra,
go.
Thanks for spending some time
Okay.
with us, and we'd
I
like to
appreciate
check.
you calling.
We'd like to check back in with you in a little while to see how you're
would be
doing. If that's
awesome.
okay.
That would be awesome.
All right, Cassandra, I'll talk to you.
Going to be checking on me for the rest of my life.
God bless you, hon. We'll talk to you
Thank
soon.
you.
All right.
God bless you too. Thank
Bye-bye.
you very much.
We're gonna be back after this.
We'll be back right after a break,
after
and
this quick break because
yeah,
we need to talk about what pretty much all of you listening want to talk about. So
Yep.
we'll be back.
all right.
Over the years, life pass you by, falling tears as I watch you cry. Wash away all your sorrow, for today it gets better tomorrow. People dying on the streets of your hometown. There's children being raped and I don't hear a sound. can't you hear me? I can't hear a sound. I can't hear the cries gone. They're nowhere to be found. So I'm on my leash on, and I can't take the pain. So please hear my prayers, God. I'm going insane. No, the years life passed me by, full of tears as the angels watch me cry. What's wrong with this world today? This cruel world, this game I don't wanna play. God, can't you hear me? I can't hear a sound. I can't hear the cries gone. They're nowhere to be found. So I'm on my knees, Lord, and I can't take the pain. So please hear my prayers, God. I'm going insane. Oh, life. Oh, life. Oh, life.
All types of things have been broken. All those bondages, all those spiritual holds. Go! Hallelujah! Oh, she doesn't even want to have it. Hallelujah!
And we're back.
Yes,
And-
we are.
And we've
Yep.
reached the moment.
We reached a genesis, not a genius, Tommy, but a
Genius?
genesis.
Genesis.
Genius.
No, Genesis.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the reason everybody is probably tuned in tonight.
We'll just put it as this: SWA, me, SWA,
You gotta
Jerry
put your foot in your
Werner,
mouth again.
and
You want me to explain it?
SHPW.
I
me.
think I can explain
Ryan,
it
please
better.
help.
Yeah, go ahead. Then.
Okay, I'm the communications major.
Give me-
Okay.
So I believe it was on Monday, yes? Monday, possibly Sunday, late Sunday night.
I think it was Monday.
morning, though.
Monday morning.
All right. There arose a situation here on the Long Island independent wrestling scene between two promoters. One of those promoters is one of the co-hosts of this radio program, that being Tommy C. for Stronghold Pro Wrestling, the other being Jerry Warner for Suffolk Wrestling Alliance. Now, we've reached out to Jerry, Sean did, and wanted to see if Jerry had any official comment that he wanted to leave for the radio show. Jerry respectfully declined. What you want to take from that is what you want to take from that. We are not judging or assessing any sort of guilt or admission of guilt on Jerry's behalf. In a weird way, it's almost like irony has struck me, and I have to become Jerry's advocate here in this situation. The issue arose about a double booking of both their shows. Tommy has been mentioning the May 3rd show, the charity show
Yes.
for the child
Love
with
for
cancer.
Jake,
Yeah,
yes.
Love for Jake, which should be a great show. And by all means, throw out your support for this show. It's going to a great cause. However, Suffolk Wrestling Alliance also has a show on May 3rd at the NYWC Sportatorium.
Yep.
I'm not sure if they've announced the name of the show, but they are going to be coming back, and both shows are running May 3rd at the same time. This doesn't even include VPW, which is also running in Deer Park that night.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's a
man.
lot going on in wrestling that particular day
On May 3rd.
on May 3rd. But fuck VPW.
No. We'll be nice.
Well,
Be nice.
I'll say fuck VPW because I'm a worker and I could say that. The views expressed here,
Ryan's been only reaching out for them to be
Yeah.
a part of the show.
yeah,
for
with
a
no
while
response.
now,
So,
with no response.
so as a worker, I'm offended. So my views on VPW are that and that alone. My views, and not the views of the heel in the face. However, back on topic, there was an issue that arose, and the catalyst of this issue was Ricky Richards, who hates to be called Esquire the Third.
Yes, it is.
So-
Yep.
That's what it is. Ricky is a close friend of mine, one of my best friends, period. And the issue came up about who had claim on Ricky Richards working that night. Now, for those of you not involved, this is actually Ricky texting me as I say this. Those of you not involved, there's a term in wrestling called double shot.
You can't write on those. I need that.
Double shot is when you work two matches in one night.
Yes.
This happens. This is going to be a little
Yes.
tricky for guys to do double shots with both shows running concurrently in separate locations
Yeah.
about half an hour apart.
I have-
It would
yep.
take some finagling and some scheduling and all that. Sean's going to try to write me a note.
Okay.
He's got
yeah.
chicken scratch. Okay, first and foremost, the claim that was made was... What's this? It doesn't matter. Ricky's got his name in it. It doesn't matter. He's going to have to deal with it. But, hey, listen, you want the truth? This is the facts. This is what journalism is about. Find the facts, right? This is about Ricky. It started with Ricky.
Continue.
I know, right?
Who
Come on
cares?
now.
You Facebook messaged, and if we say text, we meant Facebook message from here on out, asking Ricky if he was still good for your show. And Ricky responds with yes, he's still good to work your show.
Yeah. Yep.
You then make the claim, which we have discovered off air why this whole thing went down, and then we're going to turn the floor to you. That Jerry, that being Jerry Warner of SWA, said, "You are booked with him and not coming to my show. That's all." Ricky says, "Well, I'm very confused. I'm talking to you now. What's the deal? I told Jerry I won't be at his May 3rd show. I'm working with you." And then you say who you have listed to work, which is I have booked, Ricky, Gallo, Stockade, Braden Knight, Nightmare, Anthony Gangone, but are unsure if they are working my show now because of Jerry. Essentially, what you
Yeah.
said.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yep.
Ricky then goes to Jerry, hits up Jerry about this. Jerry says, well, Tommy's lying. Basically, he never. Well, he didn't say Tommy's lying. He's basically said that he never said that to Tommy. Let's be fair. And then it says, when you find out the truth, Ricky, I expect an apology from you. And then Jerry goes ahead and posts a very long, screenshotted, I guess,
Conversation.
yeah, conversation between himself and Tommy. Which, if none of you have seen it, it's out there. We don't have to go into all the specifics, but basically, it seems as if you guys are trying to figure out who's going where that night. So, Tommy, I'm going to turn the floor to you in a second. But before I do that, I have some very simple questions you can answer. You don't have to answer any of them. We've already discussed who the people who were being double booked were. My first question is, did you know, before you booked the Stronghold show on May 3rd, that SWA was booking May 3rd?
No.
You didn't know?
Not
Okay.
at all.
So you booked Stronghold before you realized
Yes,
that? Okay.
before I realized.
Okay.
And then what was funny is 3 days later, all of a sudden SWA has a date, the same one.
Okay. Is there a reason why you think Jerry would, in your mind, I guess, have it out for you?
No, there's no reason,
Okay.
nothing at all. Me and him are on good terms. I was
Okay.
working for him, and I don't know what happened.
Can you describe Jerry from your point of view, like who he is as a person?
He's very honest, straight out, and I don't see why he would lie to me about anything. And that's it.
Okay, so from your perspective, this whole conversation with Ricky, did Jerry tell you that Ricky was not allowed to work for you?
He didn't put it in that actual term of not allowed.
Okay.
He said that he was booked on his show. The guys I have on my show
Okay.
most likely will not attend my show due to the fact that they're on his show.
Okay, so he was speaking, from what you gather, from a voice of what he thinks will happen. That
Yes,
guys will show
yes.
loyalty to him over you, probably because Jerry's been running longer, at least with SWA, than Stronghold has been running.
Yeah.
Is that what
Yes.
you're assuming? Okay. So he came to you saying, well, I don't think these guys are going to work for you.
Yeah,
And
then
you took that as
that I was not allowed to
Okay.
book them, and that's why I went.
So could we say
talk
this
to these
whole
guys.
thing was a complete misunderstanding?
I would say 100%.
Okay. Could we say logically that a lot of that falls on you because of your choice of words to Ricky, at least? The way
I
you
would say
phrased it.
yes on that. Yes.
So you will take you will take admittance on the point that this
Yeah.
probably could have been worded better from your angle. From
I
your
would
end.
say yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because
so,
I'm
so
not the
Jerry
best.
never specifically said these guys are not allowed to book with you.
No, he didn't
Has-
say not allowed. As I
Okay.
said, mine to his.
Has
stuff like
Jerry
that.
ever said something like that to you in the past? That somebody's not allowed?
Yes, he did in the
Okay,
beginning
so he
when I
has.
first started.
So before Stronghold started up. So
no, my
in-
first show of
Okay,
Stronghold.
So, okay,
he
so
did
before
say
it started
that.
up, though, essentially.
Yes.
So Jerry did say to you
Yes.
that these guys weren't allowed.
Yes, and
to work.
and then there's guys that do know, and
Okay.
they were talked to.
So
about
is
it.
it safe to say that because of that previous incident, that this is your way of assuming that Jerry's basically telling you you can't have them?
Yeah.
So that's probably
Yep.
okay. Sean.
So this is how the conversation between you and him, at least in your mind, was interpreted.
Yeah, because with the first show, of Stronghold, Over the Limits at NYWC building, he, I had that list of people except minus 2 or 3. I had some on the card. He said can't have them. Plain and simple.
Okay, so previously, just to clarify, before you did Over the Limits, you were trying to book the card. Jerry told you that you weren't allowed to have certain wrestlers work on your show.
Yes, he did.
So with
Yep.
this in mind, when he came to you again about who is going to be working the double shot, supposedly, this was in the back of your mind, and you interpreted him saying, well, these guys aren't probably going to work your show, as him saying to you, they're not going to work for you
He
because
said
they're not allowed.
He said due
That
to the
kinda-
fact,
okay.
due to the fact that
So this is basically an entire misunderstanding based on
yes.
previous encounters. Now, we can't clarify this definitely happened. This is Tommy's questions that we'd have to ask Jerry about if he had previously stated any of the information that Tommy just told us. Tommy, what would you do to improve relations between promoters for the benefit of workers who work on all shows.
And fans.
Well, fans factor, yeah, because fans want to see.
I think all right, on the promoter level, I think promoters honestly don't book on the same date. For one, try to communicate, even if you Facebook them, email, whatever it may be, because then after that, we don't have these problems. The whole reason is because I have the guys on my card, he has the same guys, and you don't want to double book a guy because the guy is already beaten up through, the first show or the second, whatever. So that right there should be the biggest thing, so that the fans could enjoy these gentlemen entertaining them.
Okay.
And on the fan factor, I really don't see one. Where would you see that,
From a fan
Sean?
factor, if a wrestler double shots, like, I don't want to see, like, I don't want to go to a Stronghold show after somebody has wrestled in an SWA show, because then I'm not getting the best of that person being double shotted.
I already did that in the promoters section, then, in the promoters category, right there.
Like,
Is
it
that
just seems that, if they wrestle a really long match against a tough opponent, and they come back for the double shot, then they may not be able to put 100% into the ring at me.
I think I put that in the promoters section.
Okay.
That it should be.
Overall, better communication.
Yeah, between the promoters, because like what Sean's saying, and I said it just a minute ago, that's where it is. The promoters. Work out your dates, and that's it.
Let me ask you a question. Did you ever ask Jerry in this one that just came up, did you ever ask Jerry, well, am I not allowed to have him because you don't want me to have him? Did you? That question never
No, I didn't,
Okay.
no.
So that would be something that communication-wise you might want to ask, essentially.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Just to clarify, do any of you have contracts with these wrestlers?
None at all.
So that it shouldn't be a promoter's business
There's
telling a worker where
only
he can
one,
and can't work.
Only one contract that I have, and that's with Tito Santana as to come in
Okay.
and do the event.
Okay.
That's it.
So,
Yes.
but essentially promoters don't have the right.
No, not
tell
on
a worker where he can work.
on any indie wrestler that I have on this piece of paper written down for the
Okay.
show. I could throw this out. It doesn't even matter because none of these guys are contracted to me at all whatsoever. Because in order for me to contract them, that means money. So there's
Okay.
no way.
Okay, but at the same time, if a worker no shows, that looks bad on him. Then
Yes.
most likely he'll never be contacted again. Bobby
yes.
Blue Jay.
Yes.
You
you
had to sneak that in.
I had to because he's a
Yeah.
scumbag who no showed at the Stronghold show. And
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have no problem.
Yes.
Say, listen, I'm being fair.
He's a
right
good
down the line.
worker.
You know what I'm saying?
But,
don't
you know.
fucking no show. You know how many times I've no showed?
None.
0. I've never
Yeah.
How did I
not
know
shown
that?
up. You know,
You
you
know,
get
yeah.
a job, you go. You
Yeah.
know.
Yep.
Okay, so there's one elephant still in the room. That was
Sean, sit back.
Not Sean.
That's not fair.
An accusation that was made. Jerry claims that you didn't pay workers at the first Stronghold show.
All right, listen. All right, and I'm going to show you something. And I know you people can't see it, and I'm not going to.
Well, you'll have to
reveal
describe it.
I could describe it, matter of fact. And oh shit, it's down here.
Okay, he's
Go
going.
ahead.
He's digging.
He's digging.
He's digging.
He's digging.
But
He's looking. I feel like he's gonna pull out like a checklist or something like that.
yes, I do.
Okay, so he's got a
I know.
checklist.
At the top, it does say my ticket guys, and that's
Another matter for another
Yeah.
argument another time.
basically how I have them all listed. Okay.
Okay.
What I would do is have the list and have paid whatever.
Okay.
Okay. And as I'm walking through the locker room, before I get to them, I would say, okay, for instance, Nightmare gets so and so. Whoever gets so and so.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't show them my
X.
list.
They get X amount of
Yes.
dollars. Yeah.
They get whatever it is.
Every worker works for a
Yes.
different rate. This is why
Yes.
we should have no minimum wage in the United
No.
States of America.
No. The average worker is anywhere from $25 up to $100,
Whatever it may
$150,
be.
whatever it may be. But I go up to them, here's your money. I say count it, and they do. Boom, boom, boom. They count it. Okay, fine.
Okay.
Great.
So now
And I did.
You had this
And I did.
checklist on Stronghold the first show.
Yes, I did,
And
actually.
everybody was checked off.
Yes, everybody was.
Okay. There was some that claimed that you didn't pay them.
No. Well, hold on. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll rephrase that. There were 2 people that were
Okay.
not paid. I'm not putting their names out out of respect to them because that's what I have for my workers. because when they work for me, they're my workers. When they're in another show, that's their worker. And for them not, coming up to me face to face and saying, "Hey, where's my money?" That's their problem.
So they
But
left
I
without
pay.
getting
Yes,
paid.
yes, they did. You know
Okay.
what? That's not my problem.
Okay.
And me and one of those workers talked, and I arranged for that person to come here to the heel of the face that Wednesday. They didn't show up.
Okay. So,
I'm here every
They had
Wednesday.
the opportunity to come get their
Yes,
pay. They
and-
left before
yeah.
the show. Okay.
Every Wednesday I'm here, so that's what I said,
Okay.
and they know that.
Okay. Fair enough. Sean, anything you want to add?
You're doing a fine job so
Okay.
far.
Well, I think
sir.
I've run out of questions for Tommy, so I don't know if there's anything that you wanted
I
to
think
add.
you've asked everything that I wanted to ask.
Okay, so we're going to chalk this up to a gigantic miscommunication. Tommy's poor phrasing of words to Ricky.
Yes,
This is what
basically,
happened.
yeah.
But it was based on the notion that Jerry has done this type of thing to Tommy before about
Yes.
blacklisting people from working your show if they work his.
Yeah.
Okay.
He told people that if they worked my show, that was the first show, if they worked, they're not working for him no more.
Okay, well, this is what I heard, and this is what I will contribute to this conversation.
Please.
I'm a worker. I'm backstage, and I had guys coming up to me and somebody else who's very highly respected in that locker room, asking us this hypothetical question: if somebody, another promoter, came up to you and said, if you worked here, meaning Stronghold, that we couldn't work for them anymore, what would your response be? Now, we had several people come up, and the weird part about this is those people that were coming up to us, the promotions that they generally worked for, if you're going to count Stronghold in this equation, is Stronghold, ECPW, and Suffolk Wrestling Alliance. Now, from what I understand, ECPW and Stronghold have a working relationship where challenge
Yes,
shared.
we do. Yeah.
So, that would logically mean that somebody from SWA went up to these several workers and approached them with this scenario. That if they work at Stronghold, they're not allowed to work in SWA, which is a promoter's prerogative. If he doesn't want somebody who works elsewhere, you as a promoter have the right to tell them, well, I'm not going to use you if you work here. That's fine. But the hypocritical part of this is he only approached guys who are lower totem guys. So, the highly respected worker, whose name I won't mention, basically told the other workers about the situation. Well, fuck that promoter that told you that. Tell him to fuck off. You work where you want to work.
Yes, it is.
So this goes back to my point of,
Yep.
unless you have a contract with a worker, you can't tell them where and where to work, but you
No.
can ultimatum them.
You could tell them basically, listen, I'm not comfortable with you working with them. I really want to keep you here, and I'm going to push you. If you basically are going to push that worker, then it could be worth it to them to have something with you. But if they don't, why are they going to stay? If you don't have
And
something, if
once
you're not
again,
going to push them.
not being contracted works
No.
both ways. This
Yeah.
is my statement.
Yeah, it does.
But it's not far-fetched
Yeah.
to believe that this
But
has occurred.
me, I don't do that. Listen, the only people I don't go after if a company has a champion, tag team champion, whatever belt, I don't touch them at all. I don't even look at them because I have respect for that belt, for that company. Plain and simple. I don't care. VPW, NYWC, whoever, I have respect for the company.
Okay.
And if that person, if people underneath that belt want to work for me, that's fine. If they don't, there's more out there to work.
Okay. Sean, anything? You've been quite quiet over there.
That's because you tackled everything I wanted to talk about.
Okay. Okay, Sean, have I, as the moderator in this situation, presented a fair argument?
If all the information is accurate, then yes.
Okay. Because the last thing I want to hear is, because of the way the politics game in wrestling works, is, well, Ryan totally bashed Jerry. Have I bashed Jerry?
No.
No.
Okay. All right. I was fair. That's
No,
all I'm worried about.
you
Because
have to
here's my
remember-
thing. As much as I might be negative in a lot of things, my negativity is trying to sprout positivity. Like, hey,
Yes, yes.
there are problems here. Let's identify these problems, and I'm going to do it in a way that might embarrass you because maybe you'll want to fix those problems if I embarrass you enough.
Yeah.
So that maybe you'll start doing the right thing, and maybe I won't bust your balls as much.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's why
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to be like, well, Brian was bashing SWA.
No, he
particularly
wasn't.
referees. I don't want them calling
No,
in or
not at
listening
all.
in and saying, hey, I'm bashing unfairly. You know, I'll fuck with you all day, bro, just so you know. But I'm still waiting for you to call in.
You know, we have to concede that some of the conversations between these two promoters have not taken place in front of us.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But screenshots are pretty...
Well, there were screenshots,
Yes.
and then before there were other conversations that you and I were not privy to.
Yeah, no, absolutely, absolutely. So that's why we ask the questions.
Right.
You know, and we hope that we get honest answers. Tommy, have you been honest the entire time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yep.
Tommy's already basically taken the guilt about miscommunicating
About
the
this
information.
situation, yes.
Yeah. You know, and that's
Which takes a very big man to do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because most guys would just keep lying, hoping
No.
that you get lost in the web of lies.
But you know what? That's something I gotta
Would you say that you
slow
owe-
down and look at.
Would you owe a phone call to Ricky?
I basically owe a phone call, an apology,
Okay.
not only to Ricky but to the roster members of Stronghold
Okay.
and SWA,
Okay.
where that I apologize for whatever I misinterpreted. That's
Okay.
all.
Fair enough. Do you think you and Jerry are going to have a conversation regarding this matter?
Honestly, I don't think we will because it's not me. I just don't see it.
Okay.
I
Will you
really
attempt
don't.
to reach out to Jerry, or you?
I will try to, but will it get anywhere?
Okay.
No. You know what?
Fair enough.
I don't want to make.
Well, we can't make somebody say anything.
I don't want to make the river redder than what it is.
Okay.
All right.
Fair enough. Sean, anything?
You did it.
Nothing.
You
have
did a
nothing.
fantastic
This
job.
is amazing.
You
You
covered,
never see me calm, have you? Like,
Yeah, man. Both of us.
Well, I
have.
hope never to have to do that. But I've never seen you ask questions this intently before.
okay. Well, because this was a matter that hits me at home, because this is a matter of workers. You know, I don't care if two promoters have beefs, as long as it doesn't affect me, my pay. You know what I'm saying? But when accusations are being made that one promoter doesn't pay his guys, another promoter tries to blacklist guys, I mean, these are huge accusations. You know? I would love to get Jerry. I know he doesn't listen to the radio anymore, because since I've come on, it's become negative in his mind. He hasn't flat out said that, but since that's basically what he hinted at me. Well, it's got negative recently, and the only new contributing factor has been me, so I'm going to assume that's me. But I know he doesn't listen, but, you know, if somebody chimes back to him about this, I don't want him to think that, like, I'm out to get him. I'm not. Fair enough?
Oh yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, so on that note, I think we were pretty much wrapped up then.
Yeah.
Now we can move freely, and the Positivity Power
Yes.
Hour can come back next week.
Yep. Definitely can.
You guys better come up with a list.
I had a list going into last week.
And you got ruined.
I've got a list in my head already.
All right, listen. Oh, yeah, and by the way, you can't keep asking the same guys. We made that rule.
No, it has
Right,
to
no
be.
more than
at-
twice.
Yeah, so Dennis John can't pop up on your list for me because I've already answered that 2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, you got to give it a few
Yeah,
weeks.
give it a few weeks and then
Yeah.
return. All right, so Positivity Power Hour returns next week.
Yeah. Yep.
We'll have the results from the March 8th show, right?
Yeah, we
We know
definitely
that.
will. You know.
We'll talk about that next week, and hopefully,
Are you even coming down, Ryan, or what?
I'm going to see. It depends. I have a very early drive on March 9th out of state for a booking, so
All right,
I don't
that's
know if I'm
good.
going to want to stay up.
All right,
really late.
not a
I'm gonna have to
problem,
wake
man.
up early, but I'll try. I'll try my best.
Don't worry,
Plus, it's
we'll
still
give
gonna
him
be
a
Friday
shout
night,
out.
so.
We'll get his ass down there.
All right, but Sean, since you were quiet the entire time, why don't you do the outro?
Yo.
Oh, I get to?
Yes.
This is fun.
Yes.
Let's see. So,
Don't forget to call yourself the 2013 Host of the Year.
damn it!
You
Quit
know,
stealing my
come
lines
on.
today.
Well, you keep forgetting to say it about yourself.
I know you
So
do.
now do it. Okay. Shh.
I don't.
Tommy, do yourself a favor and shh for a second.
Yeah, for a little bit.
You would have
okay?
just shh on Monday. You
Just think before you type.
yeah.
Words to live
Tommy,
by.
oh wait, one last question, Tommy. Can you put together a sentence before you text it that's actually properly spelled and has proper grammar? Like, Reading your shit is like hieroglyphics sometimes, bro. Can you like proofread before you
It's not
send it?
hieroglyphics. I got to get a kindergartner interpreter.
Oh, come
I just
on
gotta hit
now.
random buttons on my phone responding to you saying, I guess this is what he meant. Just hit random buttons. All right.
Yeah, that's all.
Sean, take us out.
So, for the face, for the Sith, for your 2013 host of the year, that's me, and the hall monitor, we end another week. See you next time. Hall monitor, take us out.
Worship the ring, yo.